Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Wieland. I am an author, game designer, and professional nerd. And tonight, I am the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly neighborhood local live streamers. And we are bringing a wonderful variety of games to you from right here in Washburn Studios in scenic Milwaukee, Wisconsin. With me, as always, are the titular Theater of the Mind Players, and we are in the middle of a run of the Free League publishing game Tales from the Loop, which is set in an alternate 1980s and is a stunningly excellent example of the kids on bikes genre. The kids on bikes genre is exemplified by media such as The Goonies, Stephen King's It, Stand By Me, and of course Stranger Things, which recently announced their 4th season. Now, here's a interesting question. Netflix seems to be going through this thing where they're canceling shows after their 4th season. And I wonder if they're going to do that with Stranger Things.
They already announced it's the last season, didn't
they?
Yeah.
I didn't realize they had announced that was actually...
They had a for real arc.
Okay, well, I'm okay with that, but it's just interesting for me to see the one of the elements of the streaming era of entertainment is that much like our show, they tend to be casting more of a wide net rather than doing long runs of shows that go on for years and years and years and years and years. So once again, we're pioneers. Give us money. Anyway. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to go around the table and have everybody introduce their kid, introduce themselves, introduce their kid, and tell us what their most memorable moment from last session was. If you remember, every time Tawny is like, I haven't thought of this.
I thought of it today. I did.
Did you write it down?
No, but I was listening in the car on my way to my fight gig, and I came across the moment that I was like, fuck yeah, this one.
Well, cool. Why don't you start?
Hi, I'm Tawny P. Thompson. I'm an actor, fight choreographer, and voiceover person thing.
It's a technical term, kids.
Yeah. I am playing Mags Stryker, the jock, and my favorite moment from our last session was the entire hamstring moment. I forgot about it.
That was a good moment.
I was in my car giggling all the way to my fight rehearsal today, so. Yeah.
Now I want a hamstring. Let's go to our next player, please.
Did you introduce your character?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Did you?
I said I'm Mags
Hi.
I didn't hear that.
Hi, I'm Ethan, and I just blanked out.
Apparently everyone ignores me. It's cool.
I mean, it's not like you guys are married.
Oh, someone saved on the couch tonight.
Hi, I'm Ethan Eichstead Anderson. You may know me from other TMP shows. I'm playing Olaf. He's the hick, age 10. My favorite incident is probably me smashing the computer inside the...
That was good.
While they were discussing how to leave.
Yeah.
So you put it in our pocket? I don't know. Problem solved. Let's go.
Hey, did you introduce your character or?
Oh, my character is Olaf Olsen. He is the hick.
You did though.
Age 10.
You did.
See, what you should have done is introduced her character, and then
Such an ass.
and then our first 10 minutes would just be a fist fight.
Yeah.
So
Or just a loop. We just go,
hey!
I see what you did there.
Alright.
Tales from the loop, and we're
I don't get it.
Okay.
All right, let's go to our next player, our most famous
Oh gosh.
player.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sarah Babe, and I probably sound a little weird today because I have a retainer in. Long story.
It's October. You could have just said they were vampire teeth.
That's what I thought when
thought
he first
that,
walked in. So.
It's like, well,
I immediately walked in and oh shit, was I supposed to?
I did that too. I was like, wait, shit, is it the Halloween episode?
no, shit. The bands on it are white, so it looks like vampire teeth.
And that was not a deliberate choice.
No, they're different anyway. So, my name is Sarah Babe. I am playing Melanie Weber.
Don't you mean the Emmy nominated
Oh, yes,
Sarah Babe?
the Emmy nominated and fan favorite. Sarah.
Our world tour!
Emmy nominated for Plot Points and also on Encounter Party, which is a Ravnica D&D actual play, which is very fun and I love it, and we're going to be recording season 2 soon. So look for it. It's cool. And I am playing Melanie Weber. She is a 12-year-old troublemaker, and my favorite part from last time is still something that makes me giggle. When I was talking, was it your mom? No, it was your mom.
Oh, yeah.
I was talking to Sam's mom, and I'm like, well, somebody's got to distract you.
That was good.
Like, I've literally been thinking about it for, like, the past however long it's been. And I just occasionally go, well, someone's got to distract you in my head. It's great.
That is lovely.
That was super fun.
All right, let's go to our next player. Our very special guest player.
Hi, I'm Jenny Higgins, summertime Queen of England. And...
Queen.
Thank you.
God save our queen.
All rise.
No, not you, Tony!
Yes, Queen Slay.
That's Queen Slay.
It's a living. I am also a maker of beer and animator. And what else? No, that's pretty much it. I am playing Samantha Watts. She is 12 and she is the computer geek. And I was rather hoping I'd get to go last again because my two favorite moments, the hamstring digression and the somebody's got to distract my mom. It's like, we just really stick up for her because she's got problems. It's like... And I do have problems, but I will get through all of them with the help of all of you. And also, I'd have to say was it last time I was getting bullied by the wildlife?
Those
That was last
monsters. I'm totally ready to screw
Alice
them
is
up.
such a birch.
They are such bitches.
And Karen and Deborah.
She's like
We didn't
a
name them.
she's like a river birch.
Well, we did now.
So not even like
You double
really
crossed
birchy. She's just a river birch. It's like being a basic birch.
Oh, so common, but also very, very grateful for that for the assist from the coolest guy ever.
And let's go to our next. Actually, let's go to our coolest guy ever.
Oh, crap.
Since you set that up so lovely.
Sorry, yeah. See if you
I might
rescues
steal
me
George's
again.
moment, though.
That's okay.
The moment that you're going to pick.
So,
It's not like only one person can say it once.
okay.
We
just
actually
making sure.
draw straws.
Because in theory that may also trigger other events, or that also might remind me how I really enjoyed the hamstring incident, because I feel like that was the most authentic kid conversation that we have had on this
Great
show.
hamstring incident of 2019.
That is Melanie and Alex bicker fight in the car.
Ooh,
Top tier.
that was some strong sibling magic. I'm not gonna lie.
Hello, my name's Tony Cheek. I am playing Alex Weber. Oh, I'm an actor. Whatever.
You've heard all this before.
Yeah, you really have.
You're 4 shows in at this point. I mean, come on.
Okay, so I'm playing Alex Weber. He is the popular kid.
Is he though?
No.
According to my sheet.
Okay.
My favorite moment from last episode was Rue confiding in what was it, the coach?
Coach Larson.
Coach Larson.
Oh,
of
Mr.
her-
Coach Larson, sir.
So much.
Of her secret. Which I don't know. Should I repeat?
Yeah.
She is not straight.
That was.
It was a much more emotional moment than I'm making it sound.
more tears
Yeah.
from me.
I recapped it really
As
poorly.
Go back to the episode. You'll
It's
Just
really
listen back.
adorable.
pull over to the side of the road.
Ethan
though,
also
'cause
put
you'll be
some
fine.
really cute music in there.
He did. It was really good music over top that moment. It was good.
Alright. And last but certainly not least, our final player of the evening.
So this is no. My name is Jordan Fishburne. I'm a member of the Theater of the Mind Players. I am playing Rue Johnson, 11-year-old weird kid. If you listen to the podcast, that's my little number at the very end of every episode saying I'm a weirdo. Though there is an added bonus computer noise from Toddy now. It's so bad. My favorite moment.
I thought it was a very good impression of the noise that I threw at you.
I
And
thought I did okay.
yeah, like you had a real motivation. Like you were like, you're like, what do I do? What's my motivation for making this
Yeah.
weird
How
noise?
many gigabytes do I have?
My favorite part is it happens in the second episode that we release, but I put it at the end of the first.
Yeah.
So
Nobody knew what was
They're
going
like,
on. Like, what is that?
This is the weirdest spoiler ever.
I knew, obviously, because I was here, but I was like, wait, was that in everyone? Just go back and, like, add it to the old episodes.
Yeah. Put it somewhere mysteriously in there.
Yeah.
Just randomly.
But as you heard from Tony, my favorite moment from the last episode was actually when I revealed to the coach that I'm not heterosexual. That's the pride for my character, and it was a really nice way to force succeed that role. But also it was a very good story moment, just because I really built up my investment in Coach Larson and Mr. Shielberg, like, intensely. In that last episode, I was, like, on it. I was like, whatever with Nicholas, they have to be good.
He can live or die, but I've
And
got
I
pages of
obviously
fanfic writing on this couple.
I mean, you are writing fanfic, right?
I have the entire AO3 tab.
I was going to say, you're in charge of our Tumblr by law. You must be writing
archive
fanfic.
of our own.
I don't know
Oh, girl.
what that
Oh, girl. They just won an award for having one of the best databases online for cataloging, like,
Fanfic?
not like it's fanfic, but it's also like one of the most advanced databases online in terms of tagging and like surveying. And they also do additional, I'm totally just gonna plug it because I love this website. They also do additional things where they fight for the right for fanfic to exist.
to party.
So they'll make it so
Oh,
like
I
people
heard
can't
of
get
this.
was this
served
was this the team that won the Hugo?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What is this?
I
I
understood that reference.
Chuck Tingle?
No.
God.
They won a Hugo for this database. So now
Yeah.
a lot of fanfic writers have been putting I'm a Hugo winning
Yeah, it's so
author
funny.
in my
And
on
the,
their
and
their
the Hugo
Twitter.
people are so offended by it because they're like, this is a serious award. And they're like, but we have information on the website. That means we're a Hugo winner. We're like 0.0000013% of this award is ours. But
It's like
it's like when we won the Diana Jones Award last year.
I'm technically a 1.32 Diana Jones winner because I won for that and I won for Hillfolk because I had two. There were 64 settings from a variety of writers in that book, and I had two of them.
Nice.
I won the Presidential Fitness Award.
Hey, I'm impressed with that because I could not do a fucking chin up to save my life. I was just that fat kid with the legs kicking, and then
Are you kidding? I took a class, today's Wednesday. I took a bar class on Monday night. I still can't walk without intense pain.
We just hiked 50 miles.
I'm on the stage.
look to your left.
Thank you. That made my night.
I'm just gonna be over here.
By the way, we have a bar in our studio if you ever wanted to use it.
Oh yeah, my ballet bar.
We could have ballet. We should make a ballet. Okay, focus.
well, we also have a bar like right over there. Clearly, we've
Liquor.
all been taking advantage of tonight. So we begin our latest entry in the mystery mixtape. In the antiseptic brightness of a dentist's office. Now, going to the dentist for kids and for adults can be a trying experience.
I mean, I kind of like it.
Me too.
Dentist.
I fell asleep during.
My family
my
are
God.
dentists and hygienists, so it's sort of.
Okay, well, I guess we'll cut that. I guess we'll cut that anti-registry part from the podcast. Don't want to get anger big drill.
Is that a porn name?
It is now.
Okay, sorry.
I'll add that to my fanfic tabs for Mr. Shielberg and Coach Larson.
I feel like
Totally should let her hang it again.
I was thinking,
no, because eventually it's just going to turn into a slap to the face. Like she's going to be like, "I'm hitting something. It's your face."
But to the left.
To the dentist.
So we pan down on that mixture of like bright white and that weird pale green sort of antiseptic paint that these facilities often have, and you kind of hear those murmured noises in the background. Maybe it's a drill, maybe it's the little sucky machine.
because I'm a dentist.
Thank you. I was thinking it so hard.
And this is why we don't have to worry about sound effects, because I just start talking and we see Rue happily waiting for the dentist to come back after her checkup. What is Nim doing in the office?
Well, I snuck him in because I don't think they would be happy having a rat in there.
Probably not. No.
Antiseptic, completely clean facility. But I have him just like hiding under my coat. So he's sort of like shifting around as I'm like laying back in the chair because it takes them 12 hours to get after they finish looking.
And I think Nim is definitely interested in the tray of instruments that's up to it, and he's poking his head out of your jacket and is like
looking at all the scalers and
Those are the scrapey
probes.
things.
And the probes and the
That's the pointy thing.
The mirror.
Yeah.
Those are the mirror things.
I keep turning the faucet on and off.
Dr. Warner comes in.
Oh my God,
And
that's the name of my dentist. Okay, sorry.
He looks down at you and says, "All right, Veruca, we'll see you in 6 months for your next checkup."
Okay.
I brought now, and he pulls out a toothbrush and he says, "Now, your mother." Your grandmother has told me that you have been using your toothbrush with your pet rat. Is that true?
Yeah, he's really clean, so I like to help make sure that he's just as clean as I am. You know, they're even cleaner than dogs and cats, you know.
I see that, but
they can laugh too.
Veruca, we want to make sure that you have the top level of dental cleanliness. So if you're going to be, I don't mind if you care. I'm actually glad that you are so concerned about your pet rat's dental health. But I don't want you to do so at the detriment to your own. So, and he reaches into his dentist coat and pulls out a tinier toothbrush. Use them separately.
Well, he likes to gnaw on his. Could I have another one too? Just of the tiny one? Because he ends up chewing on it a lot.
Well, why don't you take these? I'll go and look around and see if I have another one, and you go back to your grandma in the front office. And
Thank you, Dr. Warner.
This is like, I had this specially made. It was really nice. I thought
I was being the cool dentist.
Now I have to go
Like,
get another
as
one.
I'm leaving, I'm like not even hiding that I have Nim anymore. I'm like, look at this.
So,
Here, Nim, you can have the big one.
I want to use the tiny one. I know how much you like the big ones.
That way you can chew on it more.
Yeah. Since he only had one.
so you you wander out of the office, and you come across Melanie, who looks at you like, what the hell are you doing here?
Hi. What are you doing? Are you getting a checkup too? Yeah, I was here getting a checkup for me, and I tried to see if they'd give Nim a checkup, but then my grandmama said that we probably shouldn't do that, and then they gave me a little tiny toothbrush for Nim. Do you see? What are you here for? Are you okay?
And Dr. Warner comes back. All right, well, I was able to find a second brush for Nim. And Melanie, did you want pink or green for your retainer case?
You got a retainer?
Yeah.
Now, it's only for a month, and as long as you wear it, I think that we probably won't have to give you braces.
It still sucks though.
Well, we don't want you to...
Can't tell if you're acting or not.
I'm having flashbacks.
Yeah. Quite a long time for braces for this mouth over here. I remember that.
5 minutes, like 6 years.
Yeah.
Well, it's still... Your mouth is still shifting.
We have this key.
And...
Yeah.
So it's still, it's not for certain yet, but I think that as long as you wear this corrective retainer, that we won't need to take further steps to keep your teeth straight.
It's still super stupid.
Well, dental health may seem stupid, but it's actually very cool.
It's right before Halloween. How am I going to have all the sweethearts?
The what?
The sweethearts!
The what?
The sweethearts!
The sweethearts.
Oh!
The sweethearts!
Sweet tarts.
Thank you.
Well,
Well, they don't have a show.
you don't have to. You can take it out when you eat, but I do want you to wear it while you are. You can take it out to eat, and you can take it out before bed. But I do want you to wear it during the day.
Everybody's gonna think I'm a nerd.
Well, you just tell them that. Well, no, he's going to use this one. Well, if your friends think that you're going to be a nerd, then you probably don't need them because they're not your real friends.
I don't think you're a nerd. You're really cool, Melanie.
Thanks.
I wish I was as cool as you are.
Oh, thank you. If anybody asks, I got into a really bad fight.
I'm sure nobody will even notice.
Sure.
Maybe we can glue teeth to it for Halloween.
You.
Cut to. Okay. Before we do that, now I just imagine like Rue at her house
Making a fake retainer for
No.
you.
Like going into her closet and pulling out like a caboodle full of like beads and teeth that she's found.
Dude.
Like, is this one?
I am totally down for this idea, by the way. Like, I am perfectly there
Your
for it.
bedazzled retainer?
Yeah. If I could bling this motherfucker out, I would do it in a moment. But no, they're like, here, have a clear one. And I'm like, fine. Glitter and shit.
I just wanted a grill. Come on. All right, we cut to the farmhouse where Olaf lives, and Samantha pedaling her bike up to the the house, and what did your mom make, and how are you transporting it?
Mom made soup, and it's in a Tupperware,
Ooh.
and it's in
Don't
What are
lose
Tupperware
that.
bowls?
yeah.
Ooh, the orange one?
Yeah.
Yes.
With the good lid.
Yes.
Don't lose it.
With the good
Don't
lid.
lose it.
It's burped and everything.
Does it have the squishy part where it kind of
pump?
like the... Yeah.
Did they make
No,
this?
this is the ridged lid
Yeah.
with the tab
Okay.
on the side.
Uh-huh.
You kind of put your
I
tongue.
literally
yeah,
can
yeah.
envision this
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
I know exactly which one you're talking about. I'm having flashbacks. It's great.
And it's in the basket on the front of my bike.
Mm.
And I'm riding extra careful.
Okay. So it is Saturday here on the Malaran Islands. And you had mentioned to your mom a little bit about how sometimes Olaf kind of struggles with, because he's essentially taking care of the farm while his dad is sick. So your mom was like, "Oh well, you know, why don't we? I have some leftover soup. Just, you know, if you want to take it over tomorrow, you can do that." And she made it up and sent you over with it. So where are you when she arrives?
In the front yard, probably working on some stuff.
Okay, like fussing with like something.
Maybe trying to fix up a dirt bike that I got at the junkyard. Because that'd be fun later on.
So like a pedal bike or like a actual motorbike?
Like with an engine and stuff.
Yeah, engine and stuff.
Okay, so he's got
completely trashed. But
right, like the engine is probably the only salvageable part of the thing. So you're pulling it out to put on something, but yeah. So he's elbow deep in this rack and popping out the parts and making sure that you're kind of disassembling it as you go to make sure anything that you need to replace in the actual engine part.
Hey, Olaf.
hey, how's it going?
It's all right. How are you doing?
Good.
Mom made an extra big batch of soup,
Yeah,
and I thought that maybe you guys would like some.
that'd be great. Dad didn't actually eat yesterday, so hopefully he'll actually have some of this.
Oh, well, if he's got a stomachache or something, this is for that. It's really gentle and stuff. So, like, I know I always eat it when I don't feel good. Here's a ton of it. So this is bad. If you guys eaten yet today, I can warm some up for you.
That would actually be real great.
Cool. Show me into the kitchen.
March on in.
You guys head into the farm. So describe the house where you live. Like, what kind of shape is it in? Are you able to keep up with like keeping it clean? Tell me.
Definitely needs a paint job. It's more or less clean. It's not cluttered, but not because it's been cleaned. Just because there's not much in the house itself. Everything is kind of outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you make your way. Like I imagine the kitchen is kind of that like dilapidated 50s or 60s kind of kitchen of like the chrome pieces of, or like around the edge of the table that are kind of peeling back and like a heavy buildup of wax and gunk on a checkerboard floor. And are the dishes dirty or clean?
Clean enough. They might have been used and rinsed.
Okay. So, like, college/bachelor clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can work with
They
that.
look clean. They're in a drying rack.
You may not have actually used dish soap on them.
Yeah.
But, what are you going to do?
We're gonna live forever.
So you start, getting stuff ready, and Sam, and as soon as you start putting stuff on the table, you hear a heavy thump. And I didn't hit the table even, Brad. You're welcome, because you're all just gonna eliminate it anyway. Come from upstairs.
Is everything okay?
I hope so. You want to help me check it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
And make sure the stove's off.
Yeah.
Don't want to cause another problem while fixing it.
Yeah, because I think there was a moment when you're like, microwave? Yeah, no, never mind. You hear another thump as you are going up the stairs.
You're in the lead.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where to go.
He might have fallen out of bed or something. I don't know. He does it every once in a while.
Okay.
March on in.
You open the door and there is your father, heavily leaning on a wobbling baseball bat as he's trying to pick himself up. He's wearing a bathrobe that is bravely lashed together, that barely covers his undershirt and boxer shorts. He has not shaved in a couple weeks. His hair is kind of matted, like it's longer, but it's matted and plastered to his head from sweat. Is there someone downstairs?
Yeah, it's one of my friends. She's making us some food for today. You want help getting back into bed?
No. If food sounds good. What did she bring?
So some soup.
Soup's good. Let's go downstairs.
You might want to stay up here. I don't know if you can do the stairs right.
Don't you tell me what to do in my own house.
Do you need help getting down?
I'll be all right. I'm up now.
I'm in the hallway. I'm not peeking around the door. I'm just giving you a moment. So.
Your dad walks out and sees you and... Are you my son's girlfriend?
No. I'm Sam. Sam Watts. We go to school together, so and we hang out and stuff.
You're not the one with the rat?
No, I'm the one with the robot.
He talks about the one with the rat a lot. Is she nice?
She's super nice.
Good.
I'll go make sure everything's ready.
That'd be great.
How come you don't bring your friends around, Olaf? I'd like to meet these kids that you're spending so much time with.
Then I'll start bringing them over. I just figured you might want some privacy. Oh, the food's ready.
All right. His shaky hand reaches out for the railing, and thump, ka-thump, ka-thump. He hobbles down the stairs. Ka-thump. That does smell lovely. Did you make this yourself, young lady?
No. Mom is the soup master.
Where did she learn to cook like this?
Oh, she's been good at that like for forever, for as long as I've known her. She's the lunch lady at the. She's a lunch lady.
Where is she? Does she work for the Loop?
Mm-hmm.
Tink. I think I'm done here. He had like 2 or 3 soupfuls, and he pushes himself back up. Thank you for bringing this food. It was very nice of you to do so.
Anytime.
He wanders away from the kitchen and into the pantry, and you hear him kind of rooting around, and the last few noises you hear are glass clinking against glass. and then he walks past you, and you see him adjust his robe again, but this time his hand is inside the robe as he makes his way back upstairs. Thump. Ka-thump. Ka-thump. Ka-thump.
Do you mind if I save the rest of the soup?
Oh, it's all yours.
Okay. I'll transfer it into a bowl then and give you your Tupperware
Oh,
back.
you can hang on to it. It's not like I don't see you every day. Can I help you with anything around here? I can help clean up.
No,
If you want to make sure he's okay.
I think I'm good. He ate some, so should be able to get the rest of the stuff done today.
Okay. I didn't do anything wrong, did I?
No, you did everything right.
Okay. Okay, but yeah, just bring the bowl to school. Okay.
Cut to the mall.
Let's go to
The where Alex Weber would normally be holding court, but
Welcome to the water fountain.
Orange Julius.
Orange Julius.
come with me to the barony of Sabaro.
Oh God, I have a very, very strong love of Sabaro. I shouldn't, but I.
Oh dear, Pizzerina Sabaro. Anyway, except, well, things have been challenging as of late. I mean, here you are on a Saturday afternoon at the mall by yourself. Normally, as one of the popular kids at the school, you would have been able to convince any one of half a dozen pretty young girls to come hang out with you at the mall and go shopping. But it seems there is a war brewing on your status as a popular kid. Alice has been spreading rumors
Oh no.
about the people who you've been hanging out with. And that has started to wear on your status within the school. So you are here, in theory, shopping for a Halloween costume for her party that's coming up in 2 weeks, because that is the big social event at the school.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta pick something pretty dope.
Oh, I got something dope, all right.
Was dope even used in '89? Or
Oh yeah,
Oh.
dope is
But
from.
not 88.
So after 88, it's all yeet. Everything is yeet. So where are you shopping for your costume stuff?
I'm assuming that there's like one of those pop-up Halloween stores.
No,
There
not
isn't?
back then.
Not back then? All right.
Not a giant inflatable pumpkin in the.
No, back then, retail spaces actually had stores in them, so there weren't really a lot of room spaces for pop-up.
mean,
I thought more
My
for.
first job was at a costume shop. Like, that was open year round. So.
I thought malls were designed to have a store every 4 fronts.
I see you have been to Southrange.
Or basically any mall here except
Or
Mayfair.
Yeah.
Granda.
Yeah,
Mayfair's getting there, though.
Well, mall is hard.
Yeah.
Well, like did our friend of the show, Matt Wild, did an article on the
I heard of
the Bayshore, like, oh, we're totally redoing Bayshore, and it was all like, we're putting chairs in. The end.
Oh yeah, they
Like,
haven't done. They have parking. Hooray!
Hooray! Anyway,
I mean, parking's pretty sweet.
Condos and office companies.
I forget the name of it. What was the name of the toy
Sears?
store?
KB Toys.
No, the
Oh.
one that we
Didn't we
caught
make one up?
Oh, Toy Corner.
Toy Corner. I'm at Toy Corner.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So
tracks.
you're fiddling through Toy Corner.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing at the? So I wonder. You're probably checking out some kind of sports gear at the,
Across the way.
No, toy stores did have like there wasn't. They had like sports stuff. It wasn't really like.
She needs some soccer ball polish.
I'm looking for new cleats.
I'm looking for soccer ball wax.
I'm gonna throw a curveball here.
Okay.
Like, because everything has been so sports focused on your character, I kind of want to throw a little depth in here. Like, what is your secret? What is your secret toy obsession that you're shopping for?
Is it a girly toy?
Yeah, it's a dog.
I'll leave it to you.
You can do what you want.
I didn't even play with girl toys when I was.
I am shocked.
Barbie has such a large variety of different. I'm sorry. She does.
Share a smile, Becky.
19. Wait.
The one thing I really remember really wanting back in the day was the Sky Dancer things. The one that would murder people if you shot them at them.
The spinny one. Yeah.
Yes.
The one with the really funny video where they pull it and then it spins into the fire and everybody in the family starts screaming.
I wanted one of those real bad when I was like,
the fact that you said because it murders people.
That's some insight into Baby Tawny there.
Wait, here's one. We're
it's got two blades.
Shut up, Brad.
My Little Pony, Rainbow Bright.
No. You're secretly a Star Trek nerd. The Star Trek action figures were huge in '88.
Maybe I'm looking for Uhura.
Are you a Trekkie?
Well, next gen. So it'd be like.
Oh, I guess it would have been.
So Sky Dancers came on the mid '90s.
Dang it!
But there's Skip It, there's She-Ra, Rainbow Brights.
Let's go She-Ra.
Yeah,
She-Ra.
Okay, but I like the idea of exploiting toys that were dangerous. So I like the idea that maybe there's some kind of like, I don't know, like Nerf bow or something that you're filling with, and it goes off, and
maybe I'm just messing with Nerf guns, Narf blasters,
Narf,
and you accidentally hit Alex in his sunglass eye.
Yeah,
little sticky end.
Yeah. Boing. So there you are, and somebody pegs you with a Nerf blaster.
Ah! What?
Ooh, Dan.
Oh, hey, it's
Hi.
you.
What's
Thanks.
Where's your entourage?
They are washing their hair.
What?
When you're popular like me, it's really important that your hair is always
good hygiene.
Well,
what are you doing here?
Well, I was nothing. I was not here for anything specific. I was just wandering and window shopping.
Window shopping involves shooting people in the head with...
Well, it looked like fun, and you were standing there, so it just hit you in the face, and I'm sorry about that.
Are you?
No. I'm not.
I didn't think so.
What are you doing here without your entourage while they wash their hairs?
I am picking out my Halloween costume.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
What are you looking for? Anything specific?
Well, I'm looking for a little plastic chainsaw. So.
A little plastic chainsaw?
Yeah.
For, what are you dressing up as?
Surprised?
You're a chainsaw surprise?
The best kind.
I think I know what that means.
No, it sounded good in my head.
Yeah. When you said it with your words, though.
No.
It
didn't. You're right.
You hear a gasp and then a shriek from inside the store. At the end of the aisle stands Alice.
Crap.
Is this how you're telling me that we're breaking up? Sneaking around on me with her?
Can I shoot her with the Nerf gun?
Wait, is she talking to me?
Yes.
Oh.
When did we start dating?
You're doing that, Birch?
I am doing no such thing.
Can I shoot her with the Nerf gun and just be like, shut up, you fracking knob?
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me a...
Yeah, fracking knob.
Let's see here.
Is there a shoot?
Pretty positive fracking.
I'm gonna go with...
I mean, it's a mining technique, I'm sure.
I don't think
it's probably a body roll.
Oh, God damn it!
I'm gonna say it's...
But not
it's
as
the gun
not as an
skill.
expletive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Body and
I'm gonna say force because I'm assuming
Force.
that's gonna be all shooty jockey stuff.
Frel was Farscape.
Yes.
I'm defending your honor. Don't worry about it.
Never watched
You're just making it
Thank
worse.
you, my liege.
I rolled a 6.
It's
Okay.
Crime.
This 3 is going in dice jail.
She's never seen it.
She's just standing there slack-jawed with the dart.
Did you not hear me call you a frackin' knob?
Are you just gonna let her do that?
Oh, he's not my friend.
I'm not talking to you.
I don't care. You interrupted a civil conversation.
While
This
they're
is what
arguing,
happens.
I disappear.
Okay.
Just back up.
You just ran
breaking eye
away.
contact.
He just moonwalks.
Alex, out!
I know you've been messing with my friend Sam, and I gotta tell you, I'm not okay with it.
Oh, I don't care whether or not you're okay with it, you roided up freak.
Whoa.
At least I can run without breathing heavy.
Yeah, you can run away from every boy that you scare off with your...
Run away. I run away, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm scaring them. So I scare them and then I run? Is this how this works?
Look, I'm very sad for you
You should be.
because because you are no longer invited to my party.
Oh no, the party.
And neither are all of your freak friends, including Alex.
He's not my friend. I think I just told you that.
Then why
You
did
wanna
you
know why
shoot
you
me
wanna
in
be
the
sad
face
me?
for him?
Because you're being a birch.
Oh.
But do you say birch or do you say...
I think I said bitch.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why I censored that, because I'm an adult.
You've been dropping F-bombs already. So
I don't know. I feel like we could go by the Christmas story rules here. But I didn't say birch.
the granddaddy of them all.
And if I had $1 for every time.
We'd be so
I can't believe that you said that. You know what? Alex deserves you. I hope you two are very happy together.
Ew.
Meanwhile, your reaction to that is, oh.
You're seeing the enemy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna achieve that relationship I wrote down.
You just gotta try harder, man.
That's what a 13-year-old would think, yeah.
Or try less hard.
Just start ignoring her. I heard
That's
that's
the
how it
problem.
works.
Real Tony,
Yeah.
It also doesn't help with.
You try to smoothly stealth away from the fight between Alice and Mags. And at the counter at the front of the store, you see something that you never thought you would see in your life. Neil, Melanie's rock star guitar tutor, buying a Barry Baroness doll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neil. Hey, buddy. You're buying one of those, eh? That's cool. That's
Do I know you?
Oh, we maybe you forgot. I'm Alex. I'm Melanie's sister. I'm her brother.
She's my sister.
Sorry, today's been a weird day. How are you?
I'm sorry, young man. I don't think I know who you are.
Yeah, you do. We fought robots together.
You
own a broadsword.
What? No, I would never own something like that. Whatever do you mean? And the clerk is like, that'll be $17.50 or whatever, and he pulls out a checkbook and writes a check. And young man, I've never seen you before in ever of my life. I don't know why you think I would know you in
Have
any.
you been talking to Alice?
I don't know her either.
I'm sure.
Well, this has been the strangest encounter that I've had all day. I need to go home.
Okay, well, keep it weird, Neil.
Can I come walk up? Oh, hey, the record star guy. Hey, what's up?
No. Because he heads out, or he turns abruptly and leaves. But as he leaves, the receipt that he had signed drifts off onto the floor, off the counter and onto the floor of the toy store.
Neil, you forgot your...
When you pick it up,
Mm-hmm.
on the back side of the receipt, it says, "Be careful, they're watching us."
Oh, fuck.
And that
Tits?
is where we begin our first commercial break for Tales from the
You have
Loop.
the compressor, you can...
Let it rip!
Rob, this is bullshit.
We'll be back in 10 minutes for our second act of our fourth episode of Tales from the Loop. See you then. Thelema Records, and I think we bring back to the hangout, aka the hayloft, because when you went to follow up on the cryptic note, when you went to the record store to check on Neil,
Mm-hmm.
it was closed
Oh.
On a Saturday?
on a Saturday.
Weird.
That's always when I used to go to the record store.
I mean, yeah.
Should have held it a moment longer. We all could have harmonized.
No.
Now it's ruined. No.
It could have been the Fifth Harmony.
Okay, so we're in the hayloft?
Yes.
Alright, so I think I did a bad thing when I yelled at your friend.
She's not my friend.
Well, you wanted to go to her party, right?
Well, that party's a party. I don't care.
Well,
who's throwing
okay,
it.
so just to put it out there, she did, in fact, uninvite everyone that's here.
How does she know who's here?
Well, she said everyone that I hang out with, so I'm assuming it's all of you and then the football team.
So if we all just stop being your friend, we're good.
Maybe we can just sneak
Oh, I
in.
told her we weren't friends, but she said you were still uninvited, so...
No.
Also, I heard something weird at school today. Were you dating Alice?
No.
She's so
She
mean.
did say that. She said that.
But that's a lie.
She said they were breaking up, though.
Oh, is that why
Apparently
we
they're
were
having a bit of
uninvited?
What's
Because
it
you
like to
broke up
date
with her?
someone?
I don't know, Olaf.
We can ask Mr. Shielberg.
Who's he dating?
He's an adult.
Wait.
He's an adult. They all date each other. Duh.
Oh. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Oh.
Once you're an adult, you can date.
When do you start dating people?
Teachers don't
I don't
have
think I
personal
want to.
lives.
Like robots. They just
Mr. Shielberg does.
Does he, though?
Yeah.
Or does he just somehow appear when the school opens?
He can do both.
They live like
Just to take a step back, though. Alice, she broke up with him.
We weren't dating for her to break up with
Well,
me.
she said that you were...
You
I
really?
think she's full of crap.
I'm pretty positive that dating requires consent.
Also, it'd be kind of weird for you to date her after you kissed her mom.
Wait,
What? Why would you kiss?
Ew!
Oh wait,
Why
no,
were
I
you
said
kissing
that.
anyone?
What is going on? What is happening?
Well, Alice was being mean one time and said she didn't think you'd ever kiss anybody before, so I told her you kissed her mom.
Oh, so you were just saying that though?
Well, no, it didn't really happen. That would have been funny though.
Actually, I have a story.
But I didn't tell you.
I hate to break it to you, but that's actually true.
I was outside mowing the lawn.
mowing the lawn.
I kind of wish I'd played a weird character that made like friend fiction and just like asked.
It's not too late.
Not too
You guys, I've got a plan.
Did you know that he was dating Alice?
All we need to do is convince Alice that she never tried to date Alex, and then we get her to tell everybody that they didn't date, and then everything will be fine. We can all go to the party.
Melanie,
I
can't understand a word you're saying.
Oh, hush, we all understood it.
What did she say?
She said that we just need to convince Alice to tell everyone. Okay, whatever. I don't think it's gonna work because I think the grudge is with me because I shot her in the face with a Nerf dart.
Maybe you can date Alice, and then she'll reinvite us all to the party.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Alice is a
Birch?
birch.
You don't want to date a birch.
You have to like her to date her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that what dating is?
You have to be an adult and you have to like each other in order to be dating.
It's
But he's not an adult and he was dating Alice.
It's the testing
not dating
period to
Alice.
see if you can
But
even
did you hold her
stand
hand?
spending time
I
with
did
somebody.
not.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, then you definitely weren't dating.
Of course not.
Are you two dating?
You can possibly get someone pregnant by doing that.
By holding hands?
I heard that.
Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to
Read
be
chapter 6 in the bio book. Jeez, do your homework.
Chapter 6.
Yes. You get it by sharing toothbrushes.
Oh no!
Oh, I've never shared toothbrushes with anyone, so I guess I'm fine.
Really? You're gonna have rat babies?
Oh my god!
Wait, why would she have rat babies?
I think Rue is like just crying right now. Like I know that George is laughing, but I think Rue is scared.
Really? Is that really how it happened?
No, read chapter 6.
You're gonna have a... You're gonna be a dad! I thought...
Okay, did you ever put together like a kit? Did you ever make a model?
A model of
You know,
what?
like anything. Like, you know, when you
We did the airplane that one time.
yeah,
A
and there
Rue
was a
costume.
lot of it's a lot of tab A and slat B.
What?
So don't worry
With
about
the
that.
glue?
I don't know
No
what you
glue
mean.
though.
No glue.
No
Well,
glue. So just read chapter 6.
Chapter 6. Gotcha.
So, anyhow, I guess what I'm saying is that we're not invited to the party.
But we're still showing up.
Ah. Oh, that's an interesting concept.
And if we're
Can
in
we
costumes,
crash the
no one
party?
will recognize us.
Okay.
We could be the Ninja Turtles.
I was gonna say we'll dress up as the turtles and we show up.
Oh, but there's only
Master
4 of
Splinter?
them, so...
Cool.
You could be the rat.
I could be Master Splinter.
And you could be...
You can be April.
Aren't you terrified of having
You've
rat
got the
babies
hair for
already?
it.
No.
She just told me that that's not true.
He can be April. He's got the hair for it.
Do you have the
No.
bio?
Or Shredder.
No.
or Casey Jones.
No, you'll have to be the
Casey
bad
Jones.
guy because you'll have to cover your face.
Thank you.
Casey
Chapter
Jones
six.
covers his face.
He does.
Oh.
You have to be the bad guy.
Oh. Yeah.
Why is that,
I'm not gonna
Melanie?
do that.
I don't
Because
think,
you
I don't
do.
think people really do that.
Yeah, that seems pretty gross.
Because you're a butt face.
Oh, I missed
Are
something.
you working with Alice?
She showed me chapter 6.
Oh.
Seriously?
Was it the toothbrushes?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Why would I be working with Alice?
Because you dislike me.
That's
Don't we
because
all?
you're my brother.
Are you all working with Alice?
Yes, we're all best friends.
I
with
believe
Alice.
I just shot her in the face with a Nerf dart.
A
Maybe
likely
you guys
story.
planned that.
Oh, I
let
definitely planned it.
Let me grab
and you know, can I tell you what I said? I said something real funny. She said, I'm really sad for you. And you know what I said? I said, you should be because I'm talking to you right now.
That's a good one.
Oh, I did. I said
I
it.
don't think Alex thinks you said that.
I did though. He walked away. He was scared.
What?
Because she was breaking up with him.
But they weren't dating.
She said they were.
Since when has Alice ever told the truth?
That's That's
This is a fair point.
true.
Okay.
We would never betray you, Alex.
She might.
Alex and Alice sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
I think they're sharing toothbrushes.
That's how you get me.
We know you would never. And because she's gross.
Olaf, you want to come with me over to my parents' house and we can go tell Mom and Dad that Alex has a girlfriend?
Ooh. Can I
That's
come?
not
I want to see
nice.
it.
But it's hilarious.
I'm leaving.
Wait,
It's been a
wait,
pleasure
Alex,
to spend time with you all.
Kidding.
since we're gonna be in costumes
story's gonna
anyways,
work
we
out
can
well
just
then.
pretend we're somebody else, and then we can sneak in. And then near the
I
end
really
of the
wasn't
party,
planning on going to this party. I just
Why
want to.
not?
Are you actually leaving?
Yes.
no,
Oh, we'll get to you in a second. Don't worry.
Because it sounds lame, and it's just a bunch of stupid popular kids.
that was really mean, guys.
He's my
What
brother.
was
I'm
mean?
supposed to be mean.
I think Alex is sad.
Well, I think he was being a jerk. So
Maybe we should just go talk to Alice's mom to let us into the party.
I think if we wear costumes, we can just.
Oh
sneak
my
in.
god. That's an amazing idea.
Yeah, you're good at
Because
talking
it's
to
very
moms.
possible. Oh, you're
do you
a
think
genius,
Alex's
Olaf.
mom knows about the party?
That's what I was
Cut
gonna say.
There's a lot of plot lines happening.
Sorry. Cut to.
Oh, there's a plot?
Could have fooled me.
I just want my Barry Baroness doll, please. Thank you.
You're riding away.
Nope.
I cut-
There.
I meant to make that cut. All right. And a car comes around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And does not see you.
Oh. No.
So go ahead and give me a body plus move roll.
You're feeling real terrible.
Oh man, I actually hope I fail this. I want to see what happens. All right.
I mean, you could choose to fail it. Are you gonna drive your bike right in front of the car?
If you succeed, use luck.
He did lose his posse. He's
Okay.
feeling very.
Down.
I failed.
Okay.
Oh,
So, you can,
Mhm.
if you can either choose to fail,
Right.
You can push,
Mm-hmm.
or you can luck if you don't.
Doesn't something bad happen with push?
Push usually means you take a condition.
I think
Right.
something worse will happen if you don't.
Like
Okay.
broken.
No, you're only broken if you all of your conditions are there. Basically, what's going to happen? The way that I'm going to adjudicate this is, if you fail, you are definitely going to take the injured condition.
Mm-hmm.
But if you push, you will get to choose the condition that you take in exchange for pushing, or you can spend a luck point.
I can only do one or the other, right?
You can do both.
Oh, okay. Well, first I want to use the luck. I knew I had one. Boop boop. All right.
He has so few of those.
Old kids.
Nope. All right, so I'm gonna push.
Okay.
Push it.
So what are you going to do? Take instead of, or what are you going to take as a condition?
I'm assuming if I don't get hit, then I will be scared because I almost got hit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So take the condition and then roll it. Make the roll.
Aw, shiz.
Okay.
Can you use her sunglasses?
Yay!
Oh my god, I was seriously gonna be crying.
We
That
would
actually
expect no
would
less.
be pretty crazy if I just straight up died.
You can't
Don't
die
play
after
Tales from the Loop. You
I
can't
know.
die.
That's why I said it'd be crazy.
I'll tell him the first episode of the next one.
Yeah. Carries over. Your character has started dead.
Remember that one time that we did that one thing like 3 years ago?
We're gonna reenact
Yeah.
Ghost.
Yeah, show. Surprised to be dead.
So the car comes around the corner and you hit the coaster brakes and skid out into the dirt, just turning away just in time to get missed by the car.
Mhm.
And you swear you think that car turned to try and hit you. Like your sunglasses are like, you know,
just like tossed over.
Yeah, tossed over, and
for anyone not watching, he was reaching long
my life
for
force.
his sunglasses.
It's fading away. So I take a minute to catch my breath. Is there enough time for me to get like a license plate number?
Give me a mind plus investigate roll. Remember, because you are scared, you're at -1 die.
Okay, so
Use your sunglasses.
I don't think that. Oh, well,
They're skittered across the.
No, I
Yeah,
just joking.
that wouldn't work.
Unless they're prescription.
Prescription Ray-Ban.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, you can fail, you can push, or you can luck.
I will use my last luck.
Okay.
Oh, jeebs.
Who gives a rat's
Second
fuck?
act,
You only
man.
had 2 luck?
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
He's
13.
13.
Oh, yeah.
He's a big kid.
Nope.
Okay.
Can I have my luck back?
No.
Alright, I fail.
Well, I think it was that moment of like the car pulls away and you're like, oh, I should have looked for the. That's what Magnum would do, you know.
Damn. Sorry, Tom Selleck.
I failed you. You like put them in your pocket because you're not worthy of the sunglasses.
I'm not worthy, exactly.
Do you continue to head home, or do you go back and talk to your?
I definitely go back, and I.
Thank goodness.
Do I have to?
We're still arguing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I break in, and I'm like, we have to find Neil.
I've got the book open to check.
You're back.
What's wrong with Neil?
Right.
Are you
Why
okay?
would we find Neil?
I'm like 99.9% positive someone just tried to run me off the road.
Oh my god, are you okay? I'm so sorry I said all those awful things about
Why
you.
would
You know
someone
I
try to
really
run you
wouldn't do
off
that
the
to my dad.
road?
It was terrible. And
How
please don't
sure
tell
are
me
you?
that.
Fairly to pretty damn.
Okay.
Oh, I get to swear. Piss.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Damn it.
I think you get 2 for an F.
Anybody want to make some swear gestures?
Who's like? Who's like the curse commissioner in the group?
Okay.
She's on top of that stuff.
You know,
The
I
arbiter
was
of
just starting
profanity.
to think you were a lot cooler. Like, kind of
Very
went down.
cool.
Womp womp womp.
Yeah, I would find it funny if your idea of a swear was like, "Oh, poopy."
Razor darn.
I'm naming my
Start
band
using
that.
that, Razor
Razor
Darn.
darn.
Sassafras.
Okay, so who was driving the car?
And
Was
why
it
does that have to do
Neil?
with Neil?
Yeah.
Oh, did I not share them? with
No.
them?
No, we
You
got
said nothing.
spun off on all that
You
other
just
stuff.
left.
Did I not share
Digressions
them?
in your heartbreak. Yeah.
You literally just left, so we were.
Okay.
But that's the thing is, I think you were like, I have this thing in too. They were all like,
Yeah.
oh, but this is-
Yeah, I was waiting for you to
Picking out
cut in, and then you never did.
toothbrush
And I was like, well,
babies
now
and
we don't know
then-
shit. So
I'll keep my secrets.
You guys clearly have something better to do to talk about
Well,
toothbrush
you
babies.
and Alice
I'll
were
be back
fighting at the
later.
toy store. Neil dropped this.
I will say it wasn't fighting; it was more of a confrontation.
Oh, just give me
What's
the
that?
note. Oh.
What to say?
So be careful. They're watching us.
are you sure
Who?
Neil wasn't
What?
smoking DeGrasse Tyson?
You know, that's a fair point. I don't know.
Do you think they're using binoculars?
What was he doing when... Oh, can I look over? He's like, a Barry Baroness doll.
Who wants one of those?
Shut up.
Oh, all right then.
Cool people who like cool things.
Not baby stuff like soccer balls.
She encourages environmental consciousness. She's a great toy.
Captain Planet.
I love the idea that Melanie inside of Melanie's dark heart is a throbbing love for Barry Baroness.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It reminds me of Teen Titans Go, Raven is a huge fan of their not My Little Pony knockoff. It's
Got nothing on the original Teen Titans.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I just can't get over the. I can't get over the go.
we can talk about this at a session 0. Anyway,
So he must have been. He looked really freaked out.
Did he just hand you this receipt?
He dropped it because, and surprise, he's claiming he doesn't know any of us.
What?
That's so mean.
I mean, he might not know our names, but there was the whole robot apocalypse thing.
But he wasn't even acting like a rock star. He was acting like a dad.
Was he, like, disguised?
He was acting like
No.
a dad.
Huh?
he was not disguised.
He was not disguised. No.
What?
So why, what?
We have to go over there right now.
I already was. The record store does not exist anymore.
I meant
What do you mean
his
it doesn't
house.
Did it
exist?
disappear?
It's closed.
It's
not-
closed, meaning it doesn't exist. It's dead to us
Do
in
you
our
know where
minds
he
and our
lives?
hearts.
Yeah, I totally know where he lives.
Let's go to his house.
Well, but
We
if
should
we're
see if he's
being
a-
watched, what if they follow us to his house?
We can wear disguises.
We
Okay,
could all
okay.
go a different
Ninja
direction.
Turtles.
Let's all make it so they think Alice is one of us, and they'll follow Alice.
I
I don't
have
think
that.
that's ever- You could act like you're dating her.
Okay, bad
Tony,
idea.
I think you should take pride in the first crazy plan that this crew has come up with that everyone else is like, no! Like every other plan, it's always like, okay, we've got 6 people, 6
Yeah.
different plans, and
And
that's
Alice
the
is like,
first
oh, that's the plan you have a problem with. That's where you draw the line.
Right.
Well, because she's a birch.
Which is why having people following her would be hilarious.
Do you want me to
But
try?
what's she got to do with all of this?
Nothing. That's why it's funny.
We just
So
want
just as
somebody
a
else to
distraction.
follow her, but I think that's going to take more time than we have.
Uh-huh.
We could just go to his house.
Right, but if we're being followed.
They already know where he lives.
Maybe each of us should get on someone else's shoulders, put on a trench coat.
That
And a
works.
hat.
See,
My dad showed me old episodes of this really old cartoon or show with children called Little Rascals. They totally did it and it worked.
okay, no.
But it worked though.
I get to be on top.
So if anybody wants to follow me, we can go to Neil's house.
I mean,
Do we have?
I guess
We
what's
need
the harm?
disguises.
Either we're being followed or he's being followed or we're all being followed, and
Hey, check it out.
regardless.
You don't know who I am.
Is there anyone here?
You,
We should check the perimeter.
you put your hood up while looking at me, and I was like,
Can
Are
I-
you going to go check the perimeter?
Yeah, can I help Max?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check the perimeter.
Okay.
Shh. Make them think I'm here. Someone talk with an Irish accent, and I'm gonna go look
Okay.
around.
Look-
Bollocks!
Okay, so Rue and Mags, if I could have both of you give me a mind plus investigate roll.
Mind?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, hey,
And
can I call my
investigate. Cool.
And-
Cool. I'm rolling 3 dice.
And Monsieur Nim is going to help me out.
Can I use my soccer ball
How?
anyway?
How are you using your soccer
I'm
ball?
bringing it with me for emotional support.
It's an emotional support soccer ball.
I
In the
failed.
80s, we'd call it a
I'm gonna
security.
mark off a luck there.
Okay. The security ball.
Security.
nice.
2 6s.
Can I steal one of her 6s?
So the two of you.
1 for me and 1 for Nim. You can help.
You and Nim look at each other like.
We got this.
And I'm like, ah, fuck! And as I trip and fall down the stairs.
I'm still laughing at your. Did you know rats could laugh?
So you head out of the hay loft, and the first thing that you notice that's unusual is music coming from the house.
His
And it's not,
house?
yeah, his house.
Johnny Cash.
No,
Oh.
it's like some kind of hair metal.
I give a
like-
hold. No, I'm kidding.
like White Snake, Here I Go Again.
Here we go again. Oh, we
Wait,
don't
Yep, we don't have the rights for this.
We don't have the rights to the song, but it's okay because we're not going to sing the lyrics.
Then I'm gonna sneak back to the hayloft and tell everybody that ask Olaf if his dad likes Whitesnake. Hey,
Make a sanity roll. No.
Great heel.
does
Great.
your
I'm gonna keep
He's killed every snake we've seen.
Walking towards
Black man.
the white.
I want
Okay.
to sneak up to the house then, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm okay at sneaking.
Do you guys
I'm
want
medium
somebody
okay at
who's really
sneaking.
good at sneaking?
That's
to do
why I
that?
came to tell everybody that there's
I was
something-
continuing forward.
Okay, so give me a body sneak.
3.
I would like to do that as well.
Okay, let her do it first.
Of course.
So she was already outside.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
man.
I'm using a luck. I'm using
Those
luck
are a
and I'm
lot of
swapping
fives.
dice.
But those are good 5s.
Yeah, you had a lot of close calls there, bud.
I'm getting rid of this one. I'll keep the 5s. And I'm taking 3 purple dice to
Seriously.
fill out my
Dice
dice.
drama.
Son of a bitch! I failed.
And they know.
You know you're not
They know
that
the
good at
dice skill is
sneaking.
broken.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like medium okay at it. I'm better at it than I was at other stuff. The 2s are going in jail with my 3 from before.
Okay. So you make it into the
Just
house.
the repair job.
I'm gonna get found out, you guys. This is not gonna be good.
Well, she's getting found out.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, I mean, basically.
I'm trying to be Rambo, okay?
yeah, you're
Yeah, Rambo's
You're
not
not.
quiet.
We already
No.
have a Rambo.
No.
you're trying to be Rambo. You ended up as like Hamlet.
We already have a Rambo, and his name is Gordon.
Alas, poor Yorick.
I did not roll a success ratio.
Exit left, chased by a bear.
Or in this case, Olaf's dad. So
Oh shit.
You
I'm
make
gonna
your
get in a
way-
fight with your
Bear in
drunk
the
dad.
you make your way into the house, and you like you figure you're okay because like the radio's on fairly loud, and you hear you're listening to the Scanner 97 24 hours of rock.
So ominous.
And so you're like, oh well, I'll just walk because somebody's clearly in that room. I'll just go into the hallway, and that's when there's the moment where you come around the corner and there's Olaf's dad holding a bowl of soup.
Hello, hi. I'm Olaf's friend. I needed to pee, so I came inside. We were I was helping.
Who?
Oh, Olaf. Me. I'm Max.
Roll. Give me your sneak roll.
Please save me.
Would my knife be at all useful in this situation as far as like cutting?
Is it an emotional support knife?
Like gonna stick your teeth as you command them.
You can be Rambo.
Wait,
No, you can't.
Tawny's gonna be so bad that you out Rambo'd her.
Yeah.
Just for like getting through like fences or.
I feel like I do feel like a knife is more likely because you could like slot,
Right.
window things and things like that.
But like, I'm okay if it's. But if
Yes.
That okay.
You should have
Next
rolled
two
your
for that,
soccer
right?
ball around quarters to see if it got anybody's attention.
Soccer
Check it out,
Rambo.
BB-8.
Yeah, soccer ball for no reason.
Wait.
One.
You make it onto the scene, but you are not caught by Olaf's dad.
Just sitting there watching me.
Well,
flapping in
but
the
you
wind.
hear Olaf's dad say, "Who's Olaf?
I'm sorry. What? The
Who is Olaf, and who are you?"
Olaf is the boy who lives here, and I was I'm his friend.
I'm getting my rifle.
Oh God! No! Don't shoot
And
me!
and he turns around.
Fuck!
and-
I turn and run.
Okay.
I grab her.
Oh God! It's just you.
You were so sneaky, I didn't see you.
He's gonna shoot. Run.
Sneak.
Sneak! I don't sneak. I tried to sneak, and I did fail.
Shut up.
Well, I tried to
So
shut up.
give me a sneak roll.
Okay.
If you get 2 successes, you get Mags out of there
Can you help?
Can I help?
Yeah, so pause. You roll your body plus sneak. Any successes you get,
Or
you get to add her dice.
don't fuck this up. Ah! I got a 6! I got a 6! See, I can be sneaky. Sometimes.
Super sneaky.
After being unsneaky for a minute.
Does her loudness cancel out the 6?
Was it like a whole 5?
I rolled 5 dice, yes.
Okay.
Nice.
So you make it out of the house, all the while hearing Olaf's dad being like, "I swear I was in this closet. What? Ah!
Gun! He's got a gun!
Yeah.
I feel like in Sweden you're not supposed to have a gun!
hunting.
Probably hunting.
But you're not supposed to have ammo unless it's, well, maybe in the 80s. Nowadays, you're not supposed to have ammo unless it's at the gun range.
Yeah, but
Hashtag
he's also a hit. So
Yeah.
Also fiction.
yeah. Also, this is a place where robots exist. So. If they bring that up to you, Olaf, you know that your dad sold that gun a while ago to help make payments
Damn
for the
it,
house.
Rob.
Olaf,
Can we go back in the hayloft?
Yeah.
Your dad was gonna shoot me with a gun.
What gun?
But he also said he didn't remember.
it's just for once! I got shot and I could have died! Your dad doesn't know who you are.
He said that. He did say that.
Was he walking?
Yeah.
Oh, it can't be that.
What?
Oh.
Shit.
My heart.
Sneak a little heart stab in there.
just the hug and then the oh so subtle shit.
Yeah, you Assassin's Creeded our hearts.
Sarah, you need they're in front of you.
But also pretty good.
Now Ethan's finally made Sarah cry.
We're just going in circles.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a prerequisite.
Everybody gets to
We should
go.
definitely have a "It's been 0 days."
Oh god.
Except we basically just it would
It
be
was
14 days every day of the show.
It's been this many sessions.
Ah.
God damn. But wait, he doesn't know who you are. It's just like Neil.
Yeah. He I was
Did he slip you a
but no,
note?
Neil did actually know who he was because he slipped him the note. No. I tried to tell him that I had to pee, right? Because I'm really good at lying.
Yeah.
But in the process of lying, I realized I really actually do have to pee.
So do you have like is there a place?
Damn. And I said I was your friend, and he goes, "Who's Olaf?" And I was like, "Well, he's the kid who lives here, and I'm the friend, and I gotta pee." And then he said he was gonna shoot me with a gun.
We don't have a gun.
Well, he said there was a rifle. He said rifle? Rifle was the word.
We got rid of that a while ago.
It really was Olaf's dad, though, right?
As far as you could tell, yeah.
Yeah, how would you know?
I mean, like,
We probably
he kind of
seen
looked
him.
like he had the nose.
It's always a nose.
I think that with you, everyone has at least knows what he looks like, and
Because we
like,
hang out at the hayloft.
yeah, I hang out at the hayloft, and like you at least see him like in the distance.
There's something really weird going on.
What
Is there
was he
something in the
doing?
water? What?
What was he doing? Like, what
He
made you...
was. Well, we went in because there was the white snake playing. That song, the one.
Here I go.
Here we go again.
That
Yeah, okay.
one. And so I decided to sneak closer and see if I could find out what was going on. Because last I remember, your dad liked the country guy, and the one with the
With
black.
the money.
He wears black. Him and So I decided to sneak closer and see what was happening, and then he was there, and I walked in, and he was standing there, and then I acted like I had to pee, and I don't know.
He was just standing around?
Well, there was a hallway, and I went. I didn't. there was the music in the other room, and I tried to go in the hallway to sneak closer to the place with the music and the thing, and then he was there.
Maybe he hit his head.
Rob, did I hear what the music was? Like the
radio station.
The radio station?
Did you? What do you mean?
Did I hear like the call sign?
Yeah, it was scanners.
Scanner
99,
4.7.
24 hours.
No, scanner 97.3.
Is that
Yeah,
a radio? Is that a radio station that is around here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it always on at Neil's shop?
No, it's weird because it's a. Now that you mention that, it's a hard rock station, but it's never on at Neil's shop.
Okay.
But it's not
Because Neil is usually spinning his own records.
So it's not a new radio station.
No.
Is it?
It's always been rock.
Is it with the record label, or run by the record label that Neil hates?
You'd have to ask him.
Okay.
And it was like an actual song we've heard before.
Yes.
It was Whitesnake.
Okay. What if we go in the house and turn the radio off?
But what if... Oh, he doesn't have a gun.
What if he found a knife, though?
Oh.
I know you have a knife, but
Get into a knife fight with Olaf's dad.
Stab Olaf's dad.
I'm just saying.
You can
like,
go and
I'm
knock
not
on
gonna
the front door, and we'll go in the back door and turn the radio
I will
off.
pretend I'm selling cookies.
Wait,
maybe
okay,
we can
maybe
just
not
go
you.
find Neil.
But I'm really good at lying.
No, you're not.
Okay. What?
What?
I'm really good at lying.
Do you refute it?
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like somebody should ask her, okay, when was the last time you were really good at lying?
When's the last time you successfully lied?
A minute ago, I told Olaf's dad that I had to pee.
Did he show you the bathroom, or did he threaten to show you a gun?
There were some words about a rifle involved.
Yeah.
Well
So
said.
he didn't. All right. No. Time out.
Maybe he said.
Bench.
Maybe he said, "Let's go to my bathroom."
You were on
where I
the
keep
truth
my
bench.
All right. So we gotta make sure that he's okay, because maybe we should see if he's okay.
Yes.
So.
Maybe
I'm gonna go knock on the front door.
Tell him you're selling cookies. It's a good
I'm
lie.
gonna ask for my Tupperware back if he even recognizes me.
Oh, the
And
Tupperware.
you
go
guys
in the back
sneak in the
door.
back and turn off the radio and see if that does like.
Because you live there and
Yeah.
you know where the squeaky squeaks.
The squeaky floorboard.
Squeaky
This
floorboard.
radio station didn't happen to be playing at the toy store, did it?
Good call.
Give me a mind plus comprehend roll.
Mind plus.
Good luck.
I can't do the comprehend because
Remember, you're -1.
that's why I can't do it. Nope. Almost.
Are you gonna push forward, or are you going to
I'm just gonna fail.
fail? Okay. You don't remember.
No.
Maybe we should check with Neil first, just in case he knows what's going
Well,
on.
let's check on his
Well,
dad
how-
first, because what if something's wrong?
Because
Yeah.
we're right here.
Or if you guys want to go and check with Neil, and Olaf and I will check on your dad, and
We don't think
then
we should
we can
split up.
catch up.
Because if they're watching us, they probably want us to split up.
So then we should probably stop talking and start doing something.
Wouldn't Olaf be sad though if his dad doesn't remember him? Maybe we should find out with Neil
What if they put a bug on one of us?
What if we all run in opposite directions of each other from this house, and then have a secret location that we all meet up at later? Okay, I can't follow
How are
all
we
of
going
us.
to determine the secret location?
This is
We
our
can decide
secret
it now.
location.
Yeah, but they
But
might
we can't
hear
say it
us.
out loud in case they're watching.
I'm gonna send Gort to turn off the radio.
Oh.
All right. So give me a tech plus program roll.
Whoa.
Thank you for cutting the knot.
Can Gort ride Nim
I can
into
send Nim to
battle?
Let's save that for the finale. So.
That's for the Halloween episode.
Oh. Yeah.
Whoa.
That's
4.
Dang! Dang!
This was obviously meant to happen.
Hashtag new dice!
Yeah,
So
He gives the radio a little tune-up at the same time.
no.
He does the dishes.
So how many? 3, 4, 5, 18 million? How many did you get? 4. All right. So
187.
what other data do you want Gort to bring back? So I'm going to say that this is like basically while everyone was having this argument, you went to Gort and were like, and Gort was like, and then cut it out.
I want him to turn off the radio. I also want him to see if there is any kind of signal underneath the music that either like a code signal or something subliminal in the broadcast.
Okay, that's 2. Is there anything else? Do you want to bring back your Tupperware?
I want to bring back the Tupperware and
Your mom would kill you if you lose that
if I lose that Tupperware.
What is Olaf's dad sick with?
Ooh.
His what?
Think he can doctor that out?
He would have to touch.
Sneaking into a bathroom and looking at the medications. He can retrieve the data.
I don't think we have that kind
Is
of time.
there an alcoholic pill?
Yeah, yes, it's called whiskey.
And I want him to see
Keeps the fifth in the medicine
if
cabinet.
Olaf's dad's okay. Like, is he standing up, laying down, falling over?
Etc.
Okay, so you guys,
the effect
Get a blood sample.
the effect it has on him when the music goes off.
Yes. See what happens when the music turns.
okay, so Gort returns
Mhm.
while you guys are still arguing.
No. What we can do is we can walk up like we're the Girl Scouts.
And then Gort hands you the Tupperware,
It's like,
team.
thanks, dude.
wait.
Oh, I could do that.
and then his mouth opens and a tiny speaker starts playing. And then the song starts to fade out, and instead you hear.
It's in Paul's dead.
Record it.
And then it everything is normal here. You will forget all of the strangeness that you see. The children, you will forget the children who are revealing the truth.
If I put on my sunglasses, do I see signs that say obey and consume?
You really want that to happen? It does not happen.
The radio is
I
trying to tell
actually
everyone we're
don't
lying.
understand that reference.
Aw,
I don't either.
you guys, you sweet summer children.
Best
Could you tell us?
It's from They Live.
best fight
Okay.
scene ever.
Yeah, it lasts like 50 years.
It is
Rowdy
the.
Roddy Piper.
Sorry,
In
no.
terms of camp and
Okay.
so you have to see it recreated in Cripple Fight on top of her.
She hasn't seen that either.
Ugh.
Sorry, the landlady
Never
fight is
studied.
always going to be my favorite fight.
So, okay, so we got the Tupperware, we got the signal. And what about if did anything?
When and then Gort tells you that when he turned off the thing, Olaf's dad just kind of sat down at the kitchen table, put his head down on the table, and fell asleep.
So we got 2 options I see. 1, go talk to Neil and figure out what he knows because he knows something. 2, go straight to the radio station and get in over our heads.
Let's get Neil to come get
We can be
When you put it
radio
like that.
stars.
I think we should talk to Neil because he can probably at
I'm
least
frankly
get us
surprised
into
you're not
the
already
radio
at the radio
station
station.
and pretend that we're a school group coming to take a tour of the radio station.
I can have a show where I tell people facts about rats.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Maybe.
We'll call it Rat Rap.
Just do that very slow rap that was about that time. Rats can laugh. Rats just all like just like not even a rap, it's just saying things in rhythm.
somewhere,
Yeah.
somewhere buried deep in her room, there are tapes and tapes of Rue just beatboxing. And
Bad
Rats and rats and boots and rats and boots and rats.
My name is Rue Johnson, and I'm here to say...
Wickety, wickety, whack,
I
whack.
really love rats in a non-sexual way.
Exactly.
especially since we share cheese.
I'm never gonna have a rat baby.
Well, jury's still out on that.
But I might have accidentally contracted rabies.
All right, raise your hands if you're in favor of going to find Neil.
Olaf, you don't want to go?
We know it's coming from the radio station.
This is true.
We can go straight to the radio station.
It helps to have.
Plus, if you bring your crowbar, you can probably break stuff.
Good point.
Like Neil's kneecaps.
Why would you do that?
Because what if he tries to attack us with a gun?
He's the one that told us this is happening.
When is Neil gonna have a gun?
I don't know.
Probably with his broadsword.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mags,
that
are
thing
you
would
okay?
shatter. It's fine.
Mags, are you okay today?
I was threatened with a gun, and Alice was a barge. I'm feeling a little weird.
It's okay. I know how that feels.
Today's been a weird day.
It's been a really weird day.
Wicca weirdo.
Oh god. Can we please go to Neil?
Oh my god, if someone can make a remix of Jordan saying I'm a weirdo.
I'm a weirdo.
If we have any EDM artists in the
You don't even need
fan
EDM
base
for that. You just need some basic like Apple Loop or Fruit Loops and
Fruity Loops.
All right, so you're heading to Neil's house.
Yes.
Okay.
5-1, yes.
All right. So you make it. You make your way to Neil's house, and when you arrive, you
Go to the radio station is all he says.
You have skipped this part. Cutscene. Done.
Before you talk to me, you must get the key from the radio station.
The word bubble comes out from the door. You make it to Neil's house in a fairly quick time, but you find two things when you get to Neil's house. One,
a house.
There is a car that you recognize in the parking lot, or
Car
in the
that
parking
tried to
lot,
hit him?
in the
She did not even notice.
In the garage.
in the driveway.
Okay.
No, it is the car that belongs to Detective Blocken.
Ooh.
The police car or actual car?
Her actual car.
Maybe they're dating. They're both adults.
And the other thing that you notice is Scanners 97.
Oh.
Our 24-hour rock block is on its way, blaring out of her car radio.
Can
we
we see
turn
her
it
in
off?
there? Is she in there?
No.
I'd like to break into her car and turn it off.
Are we immune?
Crowbar. It says to not believe the children. We're the children, so.
Are the windows open on the car?
Yeah.
Are the doors locked before we bust the windows open?
Which side of the hinges are?
No, the doors are unlocked.
Are these suicide doors?
Can we get in and push the button and turn it off? We get in and push the button.
So the
and turn
car's
it
still
off.
running?
I don't know why I'm still doing the Irish dialect right now.
No, it's
It's fun.
It got stuck.
For some reason, the radio is just going.
Can we turn it off?
We turned it off.
Click.
Do we want to make sure it stays off?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I am just gonna say because
You just broke a cop's radio.
yeah,
Maybe
I
we
wasn't
could-
here.
Maybe
I
we
saw
can just
nothing.
pry the button off.
yeah,
The power button?
Yeah, because I'm.
Can we have a scene where she has to lie about seeing her break a cop radio?
We'll get there.
I want to see this. I would like to use my knife to pry off the button.
Okay.
And just
When the
leave it
radio
in the
stops?
ashtray.
I was
What happened?
on the bench.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Should we go knock on the door?
When the radio
Should we go
stops?
knock on the door?
Yes.
I want to sneak and look at a window first.
I say two
Okay.
of us knock on the door, everyone else back
Peeks
door,
in the window.
or pick
Okay,
a random window to look.
Who's sneaking?
I'm not good
I
at
would
it.
like to sneak and peer into windows.
I have.
Let's have Rue do hers first, since
Just
she
to
hasn't
see.
rolled any dice today.
I have.
Oh yeah, well,
I'll roll more.
you were the one. You were the one who came up with the plan, so you roll first.
Sneaky sneak, and then Nim's gonna help me out because he's my buddy. So that's 3.
No, my buddy is a completely different toy.
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy.
1-6.
Okay. You poke your head through the window, and you see
Officer down.
The suspense
sorry.
is killing me right now.
So you see into Neil's house, and it is as messy as you thought it would be. But there's a moment where one of the piles of laundry on the floor moves.
Nim, check it out.
And Nim is like,
Oh,
You gotta
come
water that
on.
stuff, man.
and you see Neil's head slowly pop out of the pile of laundry and looking around, and he sees you, and he's like, he starts frantically waving at you to get away from.
Can this be the moment we knock on the door?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think, that'd be perfect.
And then bing dong.
Girl Scouts.
I would like to state that I decided to.
I was gonna be like, we're selling candy bars.
Okay.
I don't want to be found.
Football team.
I have never been.
Thank you, Washburn.
I have never been caught, and I'll be damned if these fools are going to make me get caught.
Wash, it was just me on the table. I
Wash
promise it's
was
fine.
a joke.
Mr. Washburn Studios is not pleased.
We cut back to the front door. The door opens up, and Detective Blocken is standing there.
Hello. We are here from the football team, and we are selling candy bars to subsidize our
Not interested.
to the world.
Those are the best candy bars.
They are.
And you have a moment of shock, and then you realize that, she shut the door. Never mind. Meanwhile, upstairs.
Sneaky?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say that you and Rue and Nim make it inside Neil's house despite his better haggard whispered protests.
Okay.
They're enacting the plan. It's finally happening.
What is the plan?
They're erasing everybody's minds.
Why are you making Wash's life harder?
Because I'm trying.
It's coming from the radio station.
I know.
Why didn't you just tell us that?
You weren't ready for it yet.
Well,
Seriously?
obviously, we figured it out without you telling us.
Yes,
so-
and that's why you're in danger. That's why they're doing it.
Well, if our
What's the
parents don't
plan?
remember us, then why would we be fine?
No.
Olaf's dad forgot him. His dad.
Well,
Fuck you, Jordan.
Yeah.
don't worry.
Twist the knife.
Yeah.
I can fix it.
How?
And he reaches underneath his mattress and pulls out an album.
Washburn.
It's Mythology, his band. If you play this at the radio station, it's going to reverse the programming that they've done, because I'm the one who set it up in the first place, so I know how to undo it. All you gotta do is boom!
Oh my god, she shot him.
As the
She
red
actually shot him! Oh my
spreads
god!
from Neil's chest, and in the doorway, Detective Blocken
Run, run, run!
with her smoking gun.
Wait, Neil's not anybody's anchor, is he?
Not my anchor. But
And her buddy.
Marie is, though.
Oh,
And that is where we'll take our second.
I'm a fucking knife, Rob! That wasn't cool!
We'll be back in 10 minutes for the final act.
Neil! He may not be dead!
you bastards!
4th episode
She just murdered a guy.
of Tales
remember you
from
anyway.
the Loop. When we last left our kids, Detective Blocken had just shot Neil.
You mean Rob Whelan did?
Oh. yeah.
Murdered Neil.
Yep. So, kids in the room, what are you doing?
I kind of forgot where I am at the moment.
So I screamed.
It's the two. It's Rue and Melanie that are in the room. Everyone else, I'm assuming, is downstairs pretending to be a wilderness girl.
Detective?
We were pretending to be the football team.
Okay, whatever.
I screamed. She
For ice
pulled out her knife.
You need to put.
And she whirls and puts the gun up, and then her hand starts to shake.
Can we try to burst in through the front door after hearing the gunshot?
You absolutely can. Give me
I
a.
burst in through the
Yep.
front door after
Yes.
hearing the gunshot.
I'd also like to start
Body
singing
plus force.
mythology.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, because you know.
Give me a body plus force.
I have to
Everyone
pull a
that's
dice
running
out
in?
of jail.
Oh,
Everyone that's running in?
Everyone, everyone that wants to help her bust down the door can roll body plus force, and the three of you can give her bonus dice.
nope.
Plus a crowbar.
That's correct.
Thank God.
I got 1.
How many do I
Actually,
need to bust down
I'm
the
gonna
door?
luck that.
Well, you're just helping. Don't
Yeah,
waste your luck.
I'm 10. I have
you
all
have to
the luck.
re-roll
Ethan,
everything.
I'm rolling 9 dice.
Ethan, you have to
I'm
re-roll
rolling-
everything to re-roll. What if you don't get any 6s?
Yeah.
I got 2.
Okay, so you get
So
that
take 2 more.
2 extra. I got an empty jail.
Uh-oh.
Early
Well, I
release.
guess you're gonna fail.
Are they really?
I got 1, 2,
Yep.
3 6s.
So the two of you.
Door was unlocked.
Somebody opens it from the inside. As we
The
all
two
just
of
look
you work Olaf's crowbar and pop the door open and go running upstairs towards the gunshot, which is very brave of you.
Well, our friends are up there.
So give me a heart plus charm roll.
Can I help you?
No, because you're screaming.
Oh, that's true. Maybe my shouts of fear are helping
I-
break through the brainwashing.
Would my drive do anything this for? I want to do something good.
Yeah.
Yes, it would. Drive. I forget if that's an automatic success or if that's a.
I think that's the
It's an
pride.
automatic. Oh.
Yeah, I thought that was pride.
Yeah, pride is automatic.
What's your pride?
But Ingmarie is also my anchor, so would that add anything?
So let me look up drive really quick.
Okay.
What's your pride?
Pride is I have never been caught.
Can you just switch that to shot?
Yeah.
Can you use that if you're
As long
actually
as it rhymes,
Never
yeah.
been shot. I think drive is just a
Thing.
thing. Pride is what you can spend for automatic success.
Could I have never been caught qualify as
Viable.
I have never been caught and you're not going to take me down now?
No.
Okay.
Maybe you can
And then
put,
anchor doesn't do anything to add to it?
No, just roll it.
Okay.
maybe you can put the record on his record player or something.
I am going to look.
Don't fork up.
Yeah, we'll get there.
You could try different dice. You should have tried different dice. You should shut up. You should have tried different dice.
You're not allowed to keep taking dice out of your dice jail.
Bish! I will pull whatever dice out
I
of
think
wherever
Neil
I'd
still
like.
had it when he was shot.
That sounded
No, he was giving it to us, so I'm sure it's just like behind us, just
Grab
not
it.
in our like actual
Grab
possession.
it.
Can I tackle her?
I'll just fail it. So
Can we tackle her?
Okay, so she The gun is shaking.
Tackle!
She squeezes the trigger,
And it's empty.
but at the last second, she jerks the gun to the side, and it blows through the window.
I scream again.
And
I'd still
you-
like to tackle her.
She looks at you and says, "Run!" And the gun comes back towards you. Go ahead and give me your force plus body.
Okay, body plus body is 5.
Keep in mind that this is an adult. You got to get 2 successes if you want to tackle her.
4. I gotta pull some back
Help
out
her
of
with your
jail. I'm gonna
crowbar.
Take the,
that may be
that one.
that may be plan C for crowbar.
There's no way I can use my soccer ball right now.
You roll it to distract her.
I tried. No one tells me I can't do something. Okay, no one told me I couldn't do this. So okay, I just got multiple 6s.
Okay, thank God.
2 6s. 2 6s.
Boom! So the gun whirls back, and Mags comes out of nowhere and slams into
Straight up microphone.
the detective, and she goes. Everybody goes sprawling. The gun goes sprawling.
Can I grab the gun and throw it out the window?
Oh yes.
Okay.
That's not gun safety, but it's further away from us.
You grab the gun and chuck it out the window.
With your fingerprints all over it.
Does Neil have
First aid kit?
Record player.
a phone so we could call 999?
Can I check if he's actually dead?
He's still alive.
That's why I'm
Okay.
calling the emergency number.
And then we'll run off to the radio station
Does
once we know
anybody-
an ambulance is on the way.
Yeah.
Know how to help him? Like, is that a skill?
I would imagine that's like a mind.
Empathize.
I can empathize.
Like, can we?
Yeah, what's
Stabilize him. Call 911.
Yeah,
or
I can tinker, but
Yeah,
it's not
tinker
the same.
with organ.
Oh, you read enough biology.
I do know about chapter 6.
Plug the bullet
he was
hole
shot
with
there.
Gort.
We could send. Oh, Gort could probably.
I will also
cauterize
point out that I
the wound a
only.
little.
Gort's like-
I will point out that I only tackled her. I didn't
Knock her
put her
out.
down or anything.
But she
I'm
doesn't have a
But
gun.
Rue got
So,
rid of the gun.
If you decide to call 999 and get an ambulance there, it will come.
Okay. Definitely calling 999.
Okay.
Can I?
call it.
Yeah.
Can we do something for Neil just to double make sure he's not gonna bleed out?
Well, we can put pressure on it.
Ambulances are generally there within 8 minutes.
Does he have that time?
Of course, because Rob's not an asshole.
Am I though?
Make a drive roll.
You played games with Rob before.
Do we need to tie up the detective to keep her from continuing to trying to murder?
No, I think that tackling her, between you tackling her and her struggling against the conditioning, is enough to put her down.
Okay.
She cracked her head on the dresser and
Yeah.
has a concussion.
Well, no.
Okay,
no,
so now you can
Oh
talk.
my god, I gave a cop a
No,
concussion!
no.
She's
you
coming
got-
up with a
you got-
flex capacitor.
we already know when the conditioning stops, they go to sleep just like Olaf's dad did. So she'll be fine. She'll just be
Okay.
out.
So
I mean,
no
she did hit her head on the thing. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. See,
Well, she
this is
won't
way
remember
more
it.
fun than having Neil bleed out. Like,
She won't remember that it was me.
She accidentally killed
And
the
in
guy.
the end, all the children lived happily ever after, except for Mags, who went to jail.
You can't die, but you can sure go to jail.
It would be juvie.
You don't know how it works in Sweden.
Yeah. Or
So-
on the loop.
I think we should grab the
Record
cop's
and go.
keys and try to take
Take her car. Yes.
The
But
radio
can we
station.
dial 999 first?
yes.
Yes.
Okay. And
Yeah, that's been established.
Okay.
So yeah, if you
Someone's stealing a cop car.
nobody's stealing a cop car.
Don't let
Okay.
Mags talk to them.
Who is going to try and drive the cop car?
Well, what skill
what
is
is
it?
Yeah, what's
I've
That's
driven a
going to
tractor.
be
Tinker?
Body. move?
calculate.
Calculate. Not me. Not I.
I got
Said
mutton
Mags.
in that.
I have 3 for that.
I have 2 for that. So.
I will
That's
try to
tech
help.
plus
Oh
calculate.
wait, tech plus calculate. Oh, then I've got.
I would roll one die.
I would roll 6 then.
Okay.
I would roll a single die.
I also would.
Would Gord be able to help you? Like, start it?
Probably.
He can like give you directions.
Someday I'll tell you how
I
to
vote
taught
on
Gort
Sam.
how to hotwire a car.
Is Gort gonna do the pedals for you, and you do this?
I'm gonna do the
Oh yeah, should
Gordon.
one of us do the pedals? The other one's steer.
There we go.
Okay, so who's leading this role? Who's assisting?
I think you should
Lead.
lead.
I'll lead.
Who has
Is that-
the second best? Not me.
I have 3.
I have.
Tech and
Oh,
calculate.
and do I get to use Gord for this or no?
Sure, you can.
It's tech and calculate.
Yeah.
I have 3.
So y'all tie. Let's put room on the pedals
Have you made like a
because you're
roll?
small.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
You can fit down there better.
Yeah. Make fun of you 11-year-olds. I didn't get a 6, so I'm gonna use luck.
Okay.
There's a 6.
Extra die.
One more.
Okay. Here we go.
So you add
Did you
one
put an
more
extra
dice.
die?
Oh, I
Yeah.
did. That's how that works.
Ooh.
Nice.
2,
3.
3.
All right. So Jenny's and
Hot on the 6s.
Fuego.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that because you got that many successes, you are able to successfully drive the car to the radio station without any incident, nor with anybody looking askance at a car full of tweens on the streets.
Did we argue about whether or not to put the sirens on?
Oh yeah.
I have a
And
question.
decide
Yes.
not.
If the radio's playing and everyone forgets us,
Oh.
do they forget us
In
instantly?
the car.
You don't know.
Like as soon as we're behind their back, they forget we're there?
Maybe.
Oh my god,
that's
we're the
how we'll
silence.
get-
Yeah.
Maybe that's how we can get into the radio station.
I love when the silence falls.
That's creepy.
All right.
That'll happen.
We try very hard to park the car for a couple minutes because we keep forgetting to press
No,
on the
you have to parallel park it. I've heard my dad say
I still think
that.
there's a bunch of like.
Yeah.
Let's just throw caution to the wind, and I'm gonna park on the lawn.
Ooh.
But that will mess up the grass. I would be mad.
I think maybe now it's time for you to just be a rebel. Let's mess up the grass and save the world.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's do it.
Good.
AstroTurf. Fuck AstroTurf.
So, how are you guys getting inside the radio station?
Ow.
Fist first.
Can we
Okay.
can we just try to break
Walk
through
in?
the side door?
You can definitely try to do that.
Or maybe let's just go in the front door and act like we're here for a school tour.
Tell them we're on a mission from God.
Yeah.
How about what we're doing there is
We're
none of their
members of the
business.
Wildlife
If we
Club.
drive the car fast enough, it'll get us in.
You know, it worked at the Woodfield Mall the other day.
Okay. I've seen Blues Brothers.
We're going in.
Oh,
They
so
did
you're,
it.
so you're
They
not
did it at the
parking.
mall.
You're
I'm
We're
not
not parking.
parking the car in
We're
the
driving
lobby.
in.
I don't know if that's a great idea.
Like you parked it for a second, and then you had that discussion.
And then I'm like, no,
No.
we're going out.
The light was yellow, sir.
yeah.
vroom,
No, yeah, no. So yeah, you like think you go for the keys, and then like Gort's arm comes up and on the hand, and it's like.
I'm screaming the whole time.
So
Retcon, I was wearing a seatbelt.
No, you weren't. It's 88.
You were riding in
They
the
don't even
truck
have
looking
them
the
yet.
back way.
We were smoking cigarettes the whole time.
this.
Because it's the 80s.
Yeah.
It was just a lap belt anyway.
The seatbelt is made of asbestos. Anyway, so all right, you
Probably
crash
wrong.
into the front of the
97.4.
97.3
Several
scanner.
employees of the radio
Yeah,
station.
their radio stations are going
It's
to be odd
nighttime
numbers.
now, isn't it? There's nobody working the desk. Otherwise, we would have been able to just walk through the front door. I imagine that
never
it's the dark
noticed
of night
that.
now.
Yeah,
Please
the
tell
point
me
is
it's not
always
noon.
a odd number.
Oh my god.
1021, 1029, 1061.
No, I was just going through like all my favorite radio stations and they all end in an odd number. Why is that? Why? What?
frequencies.
You only have certain frequencies
I
that.
just didn't realize that they were always odd numbers.
Yeah. The more you know.
New GIF. Click.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just subtitle that one magnets.
I'll have to make a Rob emote and a wow, Tawny's having an epiphany.
An epiphany.
AM is not the same way.
I never listened to it.
It's almost as if Sarah spent an extensive amount of time at the radio station in college.
And high school.
Yeah.
I did the drama club instead. So.
I was president of the drama club in high school.
Me too!
There's the high five Tawny's been going for the entire.
Okay, so
the best part is I think that might have gotten in the camera.
Yeah.
So what I think we're going to do here is much like was it 2 episodes ago where we did an extended trouble? I think that's what we're going to do here.
Oh boy!
As the sort of the assault of on the radio station here.
I'm running out of good dice.
So here's what is at stake. If you are successful in this trouble, or in reaching the threat level, it's basically whether or not you can reverse the programming, the backmasking,
and put the album on.
Right. That's the ultimate goal here. If you're successful, you do that, and everything returns relatively to normal.
Can we assume there's a bunch of radio zombies wandering around?
Oh yeah.
DJ zombies?
Oh yeah.
DJ zombie.
I mean, what time of day? Because honestly, is it just one radio station or?
Well, this is also a very special radio station built for this purpose, so it's not just.
Oh, okay.
Like
DJ zombie.
Like it's not just a radio station. Like this is one of the reasons why weird stuff is able to happen in town, and
this is why we can't have good radio stations.
Right. So
That's what Spotify is for.
So if you're successful, you're the album that Neil gave you. Well, let's see here. Let me think about the stakes for a second. Do I want to? How jerky do I want to be?
Not that jerky.
Yeah, you could be like mid-level, like not a jerk.
It's like I want like mild jerky. I don't want like atomic jerky.
I personally vote
Max.
Like, turn up to 11.
Blazing hot.
Hashtag not a jerk.
How about Caribbean jerky?
We're approaching the finale, Rob.
Well, that's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to decide if.
Turn it up to 4.
Well, I'm trying to decide if I want to do part of the stakes being whether or not Neil lives or dies.
You son of a bird.
Like, well, that's the thing. Like, if you want to automatically...
I would just like to point out to you, as something that may or may not affect your decision, this is a real...
I left my knife in my other pants. Hey, Ethan brought my other knife.
Great. I did not come here to knife fight.
You have to tie your arms.
Then don't kill Neil.
Only if we play
I can bring you some
beat it or eat it.
aluminum
Actually,
knives.
would be either of those.
Okay.
I can bring you some
No, I do
aluminum
not want to
knives.
have a duel, like a real, because Sarah will absolutely kick my ass.
I think our viewers would like.
Though Sarah would also then have to explain to my daughter why her dad has an eye patch.
We have been thinking about starting an eye fight league.
This is your Auntie Sarah who turned your dad into a pirate.
Lou, your daddy's a pirate now.
She'd actually be pretty excited about that.
So you're not gonna kill Neil, right? Or you're gonna make your daughter really excited.
So,
Yeah, which do you love more, your daughter?
well, I'm trying to figure out some good consequences for this particular thing. Like the obvious thing.
We all get the fuck in trouble for stealing a goddamn cop car
And breaking into a radio station.
with a stolen cop car.
Breaking in.
And
Lord of the Board.
Do they solve
Dogs.
the problem and the loop hasn't located them, because remember, the loop's been keeping an eye on them. So
Ah.
if you're trying to turn off their radio station, do you do it without them knowing that? Or do they see, they got our radio station, but these are the kids, and they pull up like a grainy CCTV clip of you?
When did
Okay.
they start using fingerprint technology?
Oh, dude, easily mid-80s.
Yeah.
Dang.
Because they started doing that. They had kids come into police stations to get fingerprints so they could identify the kids if they ever got,
Dang.
murdered. I mean, kidnapped. I mean, everything's fine.
Dogs.
Or
you
if
don't need to
they tried to arrest you later for a crime,
you ever-
they'd have it on file.
Did you ever hear the
did that with the girls I babysat.
depressing story
Yeah.
about the kids on milk cartons?
The what?
The kids on milk cartons?
Yeah, what about them?
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, I know it doesn't work.
That's the depressing story. So you did.
Yeah. Dude, if it's a depressing story, I probably know and watch like a documentary about it.
All right, so let's do these stakes. If you are successful, you're able to reverse the backmasking.
Our parents won't forget us.
And well, so, like I don't want to do like, oh, you are cast out into the thing, because that's not very.
Yeah.
We have
We
to
just
live in the wild.
we live wild in the
We
hayloft. now.
We can make that happen.
We could do a compromise on the killing nil to like he goes into a coma.
I think I'm going to. I think I'm not going to worry about Neil, because that doesn't seem like it's a good connect to the stakes.
Okay.
Mhm.
I really wasn't
And
gonna
for those of you, I know you weren't actually going to stab me, at least on purpose this time.
on purpose this time?
While we're talking, so so this is actually a good moment to take a step back and then talk a little bit about game master preferences. Sometimes people ask me about whether it's important to set the stakes ahead of time and to do so clearly, and I tend to come down on the side of yes, because if the players know what they're up against, they know how to marshal their resources, and they know what how hard to push themselves and how many luck points to spend and all that stuff. If you just say, well, you'll find out, to me it always seems very arbitrary. Like, oh, you need, because if you don't say you need X amount of successes, then you can just, as the GM, go, oh, well, you succeeded, congratulations, your thing. And that always feels a little bit like a hollow victory. Whereas if you know that you need to do X things, and you do them or you don't, the best way to do that is to put it out there, because even if they don't succeed on things, that lets you spin plot out of that. So that's why I think it's important to be open when setting stakes like this, because it benefits the story greatly, even if people feel like it may break immersion. But that's a rant for a whole other time. So I think you need to do this because you're going to be successful either way. I think Brad has a good line on it, where the consequences are whether or not the loop escalates a hunt towards you. Like, if you succeed here, you do it, and the loop maybe goes, all right, maybe we need to back off on our weird stuff because these kids are really starting to kick it open. Whereas if you fail, then maybe they're like, we need to escalate on these kids and start doing stuff to get them to stop.
Corral them in.
Right. Like, this was their plan was to erase everybody's knowledge of you and to just have people forget you and hope that, and then just sort of scoop you up and put you in the warehouse. What is the escalation to that? If you don't want to find out, then you need to succeed. So, you're going to need 18 successes.
18! Oh my god.
It is extremely
God.
difficult.
Son of a birch.
So,
Well, luckily Jenny's been rolling real well, so she'll get at least 10.
pressure's on, Bubka.
Okay.
So it goes.
Can we distract the front desk radio zombies?
Well, you can. It seems
I
like
would
you're...
like to distract the front
How are you
desk
going to do
radio
that?
zombies with my soccer ball by
Look what I can do.
pinballing a bunch of them with it.
Okay.
That'd be pretty cool.
So go ahead and give me a body and either force or move, whichever you're better at.
Totally force.
Okay.
Dang it. That one rolled okay. That one rolled okay. That one rolled okay.
It's always fascinating watching you marshal out, like...
I gotta figure out which ones rolled okay. Oh,
Oh,
I forgot to add 2 for my soccer ball, and I lost a die. So I'm just
It's
gonna
against my
have to
foot.
be- Can you find it, please?
Nope.
But it rolled better earlier than these ones
Would you
that I'm
like to-
using right now. When
Here,
I
use this one.
So,
I don't trust other people's
here's how we're going to do this. You need 18 successes to be free and clear. For every success
Thing is
below that, that's one kid that basically gets put on the, like,
list.
elimination list.
So if we get a 12, we're all.
How do we decide which kids?
Okay, so body.
Yeah, that's interesting. But we'll jump off the bridge when we come to
I'm
it.
sure it
Am I-
depends on who
Plus
sucks the
force.
most.
Am I already on it since they are
Four,
almost ran me
and
off the
2
road?
for my thing.
I might not matter, you guys.
I got 1, 2, 3 6s. And is it pushing it or luck if I keep my successes and roll the other ones?
Pushing it is...
I would like to push it.
Okay, so go ahead and take
I
a
will
condition.
Take probably scared? Because, like, what if everyone in town forgets who we are and we have to become, like, backcountry children who are fending
Okay.
for ourselves on the mean streets of the Malaran Islands alone? So I'm going to keep my 3 6s and I'm going to roll the other ones again. And that rolled me another 6. 4.
Okay. So you furiously so the car crashes through. Everyone has like I think the adults in the thing like kind of, you know, one guy pokes his head out like, what the heck was as the soccer ball comes bouncing off of his head as you dash out into the foyer and start soccer fooing everybody.
I basically just want to provide cover for people who want to get into the station, and then I'll follow behind.
Okay.
As everyone's running into the
I'm gonna find my
broadcasting
other
room,
eye.
Okay.
can I attempt to jam the door shut with my crowbar?
You can.
So people can't get in. Would that be a tinker or a force?
I'm gonna say a tinker.
Okay. Whoop.
You got to take a tinker.
What are you doing?
And get offered a rifle.
I told you I think it's in a dog.
I think it's in a dog.
Gotta pick through that poo later.
Tinker, you
We'll
said?
be recovering
Okay.
it. Yeah. In the yard.
tail.
Told you.
I watched.
All right. I'm going to slightly adjust the stakes here. So you are going to get the 18, but how many ever rotations it takes to get there, that's how many kids are going to be on the red list.
Okay.
So like if you get the 18 off your first rotation, nobody.
Okay.
But if you have to go past that, then there's going to be one kid, and if you have to go past that, then there's going to be 2 kids.
No pressure, guys.
No pressure, guys.
So I also got 3.
Nice.
Should I also
7 total.
do the
Pushing?
Push it. How many did you get?
3.
Yeah, you might as well just,
Okay.
really.
Then I'm
We don't
gonna
want to be on that
go
list.
with the
It's going to complicate
upset
things in 2 weeks.
Because you're worried your dad's
This-
not going to remember you.
flippin' sucks. One more. 4.
Okay. 8.
All right, 10 left.
Can I use my charm to be the radio DJ?
Video killed the radio.
So you hop out, whip out the glasses. I've got this sweet new album from Mythology.
Mythology, remember those guys?
What song are you playing off of Mythology? Now remember, This is Neil's pretentious black
He
goth.
also, didn't he get shot
Wings
before he
of a
told
dragon
us?
angel.
I'm sorry, what?
Wings.
Wings of a dragon angel.
snake. Dragon snake. It's from Antigone.
I think that's
I'm
it.
choreographing
All right.
Antigone right now, and there's a dragon.
New from mythology, Wings of a Dragon Angel.
God, it's so good. I'm sorry, I love it.
Okay, so what I roll?
You roll in your heart and charm, and because you've got the glasses, roll 2 for that.
Because everybody can see that on me.
Dude,
But
it
they make
starts
him
with a
feel
12
cool.
string
I know, I know,
guitar
I know.
finger picking thing.
Let me just do this.
Yeah, yeah.
And probably a nice synth, like the synthy orchestra strings.
I'm thinking
Oh my
of
God,
the
it's like
opening of
right.
It-
Frankenstein.
So I got 3 for charm, 4 for heart, 2 for my sunglasses, but 1 goes away for scared.
Correct.
No.
Said she
push it.
was
Wait,
a
no, wait.
dragon.
I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
What's your additional?
Oh my god.
Upset maybe, or exhausted, one of the two. Upset
been a
because
long
nobody
ass
remembers
day.
me, but
You
exhausted.
did almost get run over by a car.
I did.
So what would that be?
I think
Exhausted.
exhausted.
I think, yeah.
It's been
Okay,
a long ass day, bruh.
It has been.
Your adrenaline's gone, dude.
Okay, re-roll that because that would.
I like the something I really like about the conditions is that you can
That didn't-
make you can make the choices based on your scene. Like, yeah, that's a good carryover from Masks.
I got 1.
Yeah, that's better than.
That's better than nothing.
That's good.
9. Halfway there.
I get the feeling you
Halfway there.
think you sound cooler because like you're like wings of a dragon, and then we cut to like and the wings of a dragon because you're
I mean, I was hoping for that like redemption moment where it'd be like Thor, like, "Am I still worthy?" And they'd be just like,
Your voice cracked halfway through.
Yeah.
wings of a dragon.
"Wings of a dragon!"
Hashtag puberty.
I'm gonna have Gort record the song just in case radio zombies come in and break the record
Nice.
while we're
Okay.
trying to save the world.
Okay, roll it.
So that would be
Tech program plus Gort.
tech.
So I have to ask, which album had more sales, Wings of a Dragon Angel or Anchor of My Heart?
Anchor of my heart all the way.
Yeah.
One.
Come on.
Anchor
It was
of
more
my-
mainstream.
Oh, you have luck left.
It was their
Well,
third
no,
album,
but then I
not
have to
their
give a-
first. It was
Okay.
their
Pushing it,
third
that's
because they
push
were
it.
super
Yeah.
underground for the first 2 albums.
Well, and Anchor of My Heart was
Did
probably
you add
I
2
got
for
one-
Gort?
let
I did add
go
2 for Gort.
frozen
I'm gonna
levels
push.
of-
Okay, how many
And-
do you have right now?
Yes.
1.
Oh, I have 1 success
Okay.
now.
10.
And then I think would my pride count?
What's your pride?
My pride is when the shit hits the fan, I don't back down.
Nice.
Yeah, that's one more, right?
So that's 2.
It's
Okay.
2 sixes.
2 sixes, and I'm
11.
scared.
I'm glad that everybody's scared. That's
That's legit. Ooh,
Okay.
so 3 total.
So 3 total from
One
Puts
me.
us at 12.
so you've got Gort. So so you and Alex have barricaded yourself in the actual DJ booth, and I think like the door breaks open, and some record zombies come in, and Gort, a little speaker appears, and he starts blaring the song, and the zombies kind of waver a little bit as basically he starts moving forward, and the zombies stagger back as if like a crucifix wielded at a vampire.
I would like to go around the station, the outside and the inside if possible, sneak around and cut off any form of communication that the zombies could have in order to call in backup.
Good plan. Roll it.
Sneaky sneakerson.
Sneaky.
And
I will point out we need 6 successes.
Can I?
I haven't gone yet.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Can I also use my I've
Oh,
never
you-
been
I thought you went. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so that'll be
makes
one.
sense. One.
I totally thought everybody
3 each. 3 each.
Well, she's already got 1. because she popped her pride because she's never been caught.
13.
Any luck left?
Are you fucking kidding me? You're fucking kidding me.
Push it. She can use luck
No,
first.
fuck this fucking bull. This is fucking. What the fuck is wrong with you? You stupid fucking fuck things.
Roll different dice.
She is.
Okay,
I am.
You make me nervous when you use the same dice after they
It
fail.
helped me that time, last episode.
Or the bad mojo is just used up in those dice, and now they're clean to roll again.
Dude, you've listened to Encounter Party. It just doesn't work that way for me.
Maybe we should get your dice blessed.
Do you want to borrow some dice?
No, I'm good.
I wonder if there's any priests that do that. Like, it's
I'm sure.
I'm sure there are.
Let's go find a
There was a guy at Gen Con. There was a priest at Gen Con who was doing it.
Oh, I see.
I see 2.
Ooh.
2.
So that makes it 3 total.
We're at 15.
All right.
As a note, because I am the troublemaker, if we do end up going into a second round, I have no problem being the one who's on the list.
I was gonna say that too.
I might already
will
be on the list,
sacrifice
then.
myself.
You might already be on the list, and your voice was just on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, his squeaky voice was on the radio.
Yeah, that could have been any 12-year-old girl.
Oh.
Rob, what is that face? Rob making a face. He made a face and went, "Oh!"
He sounded like me.
I just
because we're
know
brother and sister.
how I'm going to do it.
Son of a bird.
Do what, Rob? I haven't even rolled yet.
Rob has no faith in your abilities.
Jordan,
He's painting
I
on the
believe that
dotted
you're going to
line.
roll 3 successes.
I'm gonna roll 6 successes.
So for
Okay.
the average is 3 to 4. We got this.
Well, you have luck points though, right?
I do.
Okay.
She has a ton of luck. She's so young.
I have 2 luck left.
Okay.
She's a youthful child.
I believe she's going to roll 3 successes.
I believe that we will win.
I believe in your dice.
I
He's
feel
jinxing
like
your
you're
dice
trying to
eventually.
jinx me right now, Rob.
No, I am not trying to jinx you. I believe
Quick
in your
before he
dice.
speaks
I'm
more.
going to
I believe that
empathize.
we will win.
Do. I'm going to empathize and try to figure out ways for us to like mess with them and try to like trick the programming that they have. In case like this doesn't work as fast as we need it to work.
Okay.
Oh my god. 1, 2.
17.
That's 2.
You get one more. We're there.
I'm gonna push it so I can keep those 2. I'm gonna be scared
Like everyone else.
because this is bullshit.
Because Jordan is actually legit scared right now.
I was horrified watching Neil get shot. I think that's pretty fair right
Just one more.
there.
Just do one more. You got this. You got this.
Yeah!
What
That-
now, Rob?
That's
In
3.
your face!
That's 3 successes.
All right.
Ah,
You're right, Rob. I
Sorry,
did do it.
I just got really aggressive
See?
there, and
I was not wrong.
where did I put my stuff?
That was a total Xanatos gambit. So
He wanted us to succeed so he could do the gut punch that he's been hiding in the wings.
We did it.
all right. So
And floundering.
So you basically go around, I think, kind of getting people up after the record is played to be like, as half as a, are you okay, and half as a like, are you able to see me?
Yeah.
Is there a thing?
Do you notice a car in the lobby?
Like for
How did that
the
get here?
for like
Oh,
the
that's-
questions that I was gonna choose, just what can we make them do, and what are they going to do? Were sort of what I was going on. So if now they're all okay, what can we sell to them, and how can we make them actually believe that?
Yeah. What?
I
Yeah.
guess.
What is
Yeah.
your like? What is your
Game.
explanation for all this weird stuff that's happening? That is not.
We're
you guys.
part of the AV club at school, and they let us come in to play one song on the radio for learning experience because it wasn't a busy time for their station, so they figured it would be a good chance for us to do that.
And there was all this weird stuff that happened while we were here. It was crazy.
Okay.
And there was all this stuff that happened while we were here. It was crazy.
Okay.
Everybody fainted. It was really scary.
Uh-huh. And then that
Super
car,
weird.
it drove into the...
Why would you try to lie? I've
did the
worked
car
so
get in?
hard to try to build this up, Max.
Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Like you are. I like that you're basically slapping the lie out of her mouth like a dog. Like no.
What what had happened was why the car is there is because it's being used as a promotion for the new blues station section that they're trying to try out. So they wanted to make a cop car go through the door just like Blues Brothers.
That's a good one. That is a good one. But it's awful, but it's a good one.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I do like Jordan's why would you help me?
After all of the encouragement she gave me just 2 minutes ago for rolling dice.
Just stop it. Stop it. No.
Mags, this is not your strength.
Not Tawny's strength.
I
Either.
know.
We are aware.
Those Hufflepuffs,
The internet
man.
thinks I'm a badass, Rob. It's fine.
Has anybody on the internet said that?
Yes, they do.
Just checking.
I choreographed fights. It's badass.
Was that comment left by like Tommy Taunson? Like what? Tommy B. Taunson? Come on now.
I believe in you, Tawny.
I really like the other one.
I just don't think you should lie.
I am a badass.
He's badass. I love Tawny Thompson. No relation.
Definitely not Tawny.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I hope somebody makes a Twitch account, not Tawny.
So,
Yeah, and just praises Tawny the entire time.
Twitch.com.
so
Wow, that joke was so funny.
I'll be over here with my phone the whole time we're streaming. Did you guys see that comment in the Twitch?
yeah, I know.
Wasn't me.
We really should watch all those Sylvester Stallone movies. Anyway,
Tawny's right. He really is the best.
so the story comes out.
He should cast her.
The story comes out about the strange AV club
Incident.
Luckily, none of us are actually in the AV club. Presumably.
Well, I think so.
Alice?
Yeah.
Oh,
We should have said the Wilderness Club. Missed opportunity.
You'll get him next time.
Why would the Wilderness Club be in the...
So we can
There are a
implicate
bunch of
them.
Yes.
Well, I know that.
So I think our first closing scene is with Sam and Rue, who are working in the who are at school the following week and working in the Dr.
Mr. Shielberg.
Mr. Shielberg's Dr. Mr. Shielberg's classroom, and you hear the sound of a cart being wheeled, and the door opens up, and they push a guy pushes a TV into the classroom, and he just sort of stops and looks dejectedly at it for a second.
Is it Mr. Shielberg?
No.
Okay.
You can, and the janitor just sort of looks at you and says, "Well, that's the last of them. Tell Mr. Shielberg he got the best one out of them, since the AV club won't be needing them anymore."
What happened with the AV club?
Well, with the amount of complaints from the that field trip thing that happened, it's been decommissioned.
Aww.
Oh man, that stinks.
Well, luckily Mr. Shielberg got the good TV.
Right over. Right through.
Yeah.
Right through.
Well, maybe we can start it up fresh after some of the heat comes off of that.
Yeah, maybe we can just make a new one without the old bad members that did the bad thing at the radio station.
Alice.
The VA club.
Alice was so awful. She was just terrible.
She said a lot of racist
we'll
things.
tell Dr. Mr. Shielberg.
Yes, we'll tell
Dr.
Mr.
Mr.
Shielberg.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cut to the second final scene. Where it's two of you. How do I want to connect you two guys here?
Who?
Ethan and 20.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're already married, so.
Well, yes, but they're characters here.
If you want a high five me, I'll hit you in the face.
Maybe Olaf's talking to her about his dad pulling a gun. Well, threatening to.
Yeah, you're going back to convince, like, see, my dad doesn't even have a gun. This is my friend. Like,
Yeah, because your dad did want to meet your friends.
Are you the one with the rat?
Awkward. You the one with the rat.
No, I'm the one with the ball.
Yeah, I think that's actually how the scene opens. Is it being like, "Are you the one with the rat?"
Oh no, that's Rue. Her rat's really cute. His name is Nim.
Facts.
What happens when he does meet the one with the rat?
Good question.
No.
Never gonna happen.
I just I play football a lot.
How come you never went out for sports?
Oh, hey, yeah, coach wants you to try out, so maybe you could think about it.
I'll think about it, but it's kind of a timing thing.
I can help you train, it's good.
I'll think about it.
Yeah. I'll mention it,
More.
So
at practice next time. It's giving me a face.
We fade to Mags's bike spinning into the sunset. And
Did you put jokers on my wheels for me? So they make the fun.
And your dad actually like puts his hand on your shoulder. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. If sports isn't something you want to do, you don't have to do it. I know how much time you spend here. And I'm grateful.
it's not the things that I have to do, it's the things I need to do.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Have good sleep.
Cut to the Weber dinner table. So did anything interesting happen today?
I went and
Alex broke into a radio station.
wow, such fun stories she tells. Such a creative person. I went and bought my costume for Halloween.
Where are you gonna be? A jerk.
I love my sister.
Well, I'm glad. And that's when you notice something odd.
What is odd?
Your mom and your dad are at dinner together. Usually mom is working.
Hold up. Alex, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm seeing food. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing everything in sort of a dark haze because I'm wearing these.
Well, we have...
Who died?
No, nobody died, but we do have something that we wanted to tell you together.
You're sending me to boarding school.
You're getting me a computer.
No,
Are
and...
you pregnant?
Am I pregnant?
You can't get pregnant, doofus.
Well, if you share toothbrushes, apparently you can.
That's chapter 6, dude.
Your mom says, your father and I are getting a divorce.
What?
And that is where we end our third act. of our 4th episode. We'll be back with our after school special, where we talk about what just happened.
Yeah.
And
extensively.
our character advancement. So thank you for listening to our Tales from the Loop episode. We'll see you after school. And welcome back to our after school special of our 4th episode of Tales from the Loop. That means that we have 1 episode remaining. I can't believe that we have already blown through the show. Like this feels like this has been a show that has gone a lot faster than I expected. Like,
And when I keep playing.
well, we may explore that. Right now, we're in the process of figuring out what we're doing for our shows next year, and a sequel run of Tales from the Loop. More specifically, the sequel game to Tales from the Loop, called Things from the Flood, is something that is on the dock. We're planning on kind of battling this out and wrestling with it when we all meet for Gamehole Con in November. But that's definitely one of the leading contenders, is to jump ahead a few years and revisit these characters when they are moody teenagers in the 90s. Because I kind of want to check in and see what's happening with everybody. Like I think it's very neat. From a game standpoint, because with RPGs you very rarely get to do that, of like watching, like you get to watch characters grow in power and ability, but you very rarely get to watch them age and, you know, naturally jump ahead, and I think it's an interesting thing to explore. So that's one of the reasons why it's definitely in the mix. We're trying to figure out we're going to figure out what we're going to do in a few weeks, but I think I agree. I like these characters, and I would love to see them again. Speaking of which, before we get too into our stuff, let's get the XP stuff out of the way. So, did everybody gets 1 XP because everybody did participate in the session? Have you been in trouble because of your problem or your relationships?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you use or struggle with your pride?
Yes.
Did you put yourself at risk for the other kids?
Running
we all did that.
Running after gunshot?
Yeah.
Did
Being
I
in the
though?
same room as a gunshot.
Having a gun pointed
I don't
at
think I
me.
did.
Well, throwing the gun out the window, I guess.
I'm gonna leave it up to you if you don't feel like
I don't
marking it.
think I did.
And have you learned something new? What is it?
Radio stations are all on FM. On odd numbers.
I think it's supposed to be in-game.
Rats can laugh.
Hey, I think it blew
Yeah.
Meg's mind a little bit too. So
Olaf's dad has something against the loop.
I think I'm gonna go with the thing that's wrong with Olaf's dad was more serious than we thought.
like you thought he was just.
I really hope the loop has signs that say, you don't have to be loopy to work here, but it helps.
Hang in there.
Awful.
Are there any character aspects that you want to change, such as your pride, your relationships, or anything like that?
I'm kind of thinking Megs isn't all that bad, I guess. Might turn to, my god, Megs won't ever shut up.
She did
I'm
also
gonna
kind of.
leave mine on. I don't think Melanie hates me, but she's kind of a birch.
No, I mean...
I'm changing it to, but she's kind of obnoxious.
Yeah, I think all my
Yeah, I think we
relationships
kind of
still
just think
hold
we're annoying now. Like, you and I think...
You've kind of you were just about to be friends, and then it just spun past it,
Yeah.
and now you gotta.
Megs isn't all
reclick
that
it.
bad, but she's really annoying.
So something, a question that Tawny brought up off of the stream was, what's wrong with Olaf's dad?
I was like, what did I ask? I asked like 8 questions.
I know.
Okay.
So this, I bring this up because this is another bit of GM advice. I don't know, and Ethan doesn't know. So when people create backstories to their characters, a lot of times they write pages and pages and pages of stuff. And that's great, but that stuff has already happened, which means that it can't happen in the game. So I find that it's better to have these questions that, as you play, you can explore them and figure out what happened. So we know that Olaf's dad is sick. You know, is it something mundane? Is he just a drunk? Is it something? Is an illness related to the loop? Is it not? What is going on there? And that's a question that, by asking that question but not automatically saying, "Oh, it is X," we get to explore it through play rather than, "Oh, now I have to keep that in mind when I'm writing plot. No, I can't do that now," and so on and so forth. I think for me the hard part is, do I want to resolve that now, or is that something that if we decide to do things in the flood, if that's something that we want to resolve?
I was thinking that same thing, because like right now I'm playing a 10-year-old kid, and like he knows his dad isn't well and is sometimes worse, sometimes a little bit better, but I don't know at the age of 10 if you get into that. But definitely, you know, as a high school kid,
you figure out
all that stuff. You know all that stuff.
Do we know what the time jump would be?
About 5 years.
Okay, so you'd be 15 then.
Sophomore year.
As I recall, when we, if you haven't listened to our session 0, please subscribe to our Patreon, and you can. But I remember talking about that was something that you all wanted to make sure was, if we decided to do the jump, to make sure that nobody jumped out of the age bracket. So that way everybody will still be in that moody teenager era should we decide to jump back in.
It'd be a little weird for a 20-year-old to still be hanging out
Well,
there.
honestly,
15-year-old
had anybody done that, I would have either recommended they play like a younger sibling or a different character, or I also would have asked, would it be all right if you sat this run out and either we had somebody else come in or something. Just because, like you said, it's like even in the book they're like, once they hit 20, then that's weird. And there are games in this genre that do mix adults and kids and things like that. Kids on Bikes in particular, you kind of pick like, am I an adult, am I a teenager, am I a kid? But this game, because it's so focused on how kids are and how their inner relationship is with everybody else, I think it's important that, you know, it feels a little bit like, we're gonna play vampire, well, I'm gonna play a werewolf. That's not how we're playing vampire, because that happens a lot. So are there any other changes that anybody else wants to make? Is there any other stuff you want to discuss?
I think I would change my problem from dad is having a secret love affair to my parents are getting divorced.
I think that's a great change.
I added a relationship with
the love affair still
Samantha.
secret?
My parents are getting divorced because they hate me.
Ooh.
Oh,
Shit.
jeez.
See, this is one of the reasons why I love these guys. They're not afraid to bring the pain when it comes to hooks. Like, I understand why people play safe with their characters, and it's because they've been burned and they've come into a game and they've run into a situation where they didn't have the proper amount of trust with their GM. And, you know, oh, I come from a wonderful family. Well, the GM is just going to murder all those characters in a fire, and that's going to be one reason you go into a dungeon one time. And that's not what you should be doing. But if you have a sense of trust with your GM, and part of that is via communication, Sarah knows that I'm not going to do anything outside of what she expects with that.
Right.
I
I
mean,
mean, we've known each other forever. We've been gaming with each other forever. and I know I can be like, yo, not cool, and it's all good.
So it's important to communicate. Like I think some groups sometimes feel like we're doing our stuff over here, and the GM is we're doing our stuff over here, and they never really look at the combined picture. So communication helps that. And if you want to run storylines, and if there's a moment where you're like, should I do that? That's a pretty big cue that maybe you should talk to that player first and be like, are you okay with this?
Hey everyone, let's take a bathroom break and talk about this.
Right.
Thing.
Even tonight, before game, I wanted to make sure that we were okay with Rue doing the brushing the teeth bit, because
it can be pretty gross to some people.
It felt right to me as a weirdo kid, but I didn't want Jordan to feel uncomfortable. And no, that's not what my character would do, blah, 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 blah. So, just check in, make sure that whatever plots that you're throwing out there, people are okay with, and that's going to make better games, because if you've got it all on the table, you can keep playing at the table.
Well, and honestly, at the end of the day, there may be GMs or DMs and players, but at the end of the day, it's all a cooperative game. We're all in it together.
So, speaking of games, our 2 weeks is our final Tales from the Loop session. Then, and that's going to be our very special Halloween episode. And I've heard rumors that there may be people dressing up in costume. I feel pressure because I don't have a character to dress as, so I might just, I don't know, throw
the gatekeeper.
I put on my robe and wizard hat.
Yeah, something like that. Brad has a fabulous, big plumed. It's like the Masked Singer. I wish you could see it. No, we can't turn the cameras around.
He's already wearing it.
Then
He's like Elton John in there.
He's like the Elton John of technical producers. Then the actual week of Halloween, we are going to be in Madison for Gamehole Con. Which is probably my favorite convention the whole year. And we're going to be doing a very special live show there, where we're going to be playing the Alien RPG, and we're going to be raising money for Planned Parenthood. If you go to our Patreon website, there is a donation page that links to the Planned Parenthood link, as well as all of the perks that you can get. It's going to be a lot like our Paranoia show, where you can donate to either help the players and help them find things like ammo and weapons and equipment, or you can donate to me and I will mess with them extra special.
Don't mess with us.
And cause them stress.
Don't mess with us. Mess with Tawny.
Yes.
I mean, what?
You can specify.
You can specify if there is a particular
you sons of birches.
if there is a particular player that you want to mess with, and it has happened in the past.
Yeah.
So
if you really want to see some fun reactions, do it to Tawny.
Do it to Tony, because it'll be funner.
If you pay enough money, you can put a chest burster inside her.
Oh my god.
Or Tony.
Why did you say it like
Do
that?
it to Tony.
Or Jordan.
Because it might raise
You
more
know
money.
what? Psych. Do it to Ethan.
frankly, I would love it if somebody donated enough money that everybody just was like chest
Or
burster.
Everyone is a secret android.
No, the secret android I'm only doing one of.
Okay.
Listen, I
Was
really,
any actual danger?
I really just want to be John Hurt. Okay.
And everybody, if everybody has a secret chest burster, that just makes it very easy to be like, well, it's midnight, chest burster erupts, everybody dies. Good night, everybody. We also do have two very special guests that we're going to be playing with. We're going to be playing with Alyssa Penrose, who is, you may know her from her show Mists of Ravenloft. And we're going to be playing with Amy Vorpal, who you have probably seen on Encounter Roleplay and a bunch of places, Geek and Sundry, Nerdist. They're going to be joining us at the table for some great adventure. And the other great thing about the chest burster donation, other than it raises a ton of money for Planned Parenthood is that if anybody needs to cut out early and go to, I'm tired, I'm going home.
Well, you real bad.
Yeah. Chest Twister, you're done. Good night, everybody. And then after that, our final streaming series, we're going to be doing a short series with the Savage Worlds Adventure Edition that recently came out, released by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. And we're going to be doing a short pulp adventure series called Escape from the Hollow Earth.
It should prove to be pretty savage.
It's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to be being chased by dinosaurs. We're going to be punching Nazis. We're going to be raiding ancient tombs. It's going to have all that stuff.
Really
and
want to punch a Nazi.
We're
We all do.
I know. Like that has honestly been because in addition to that, I am going to be cheating on these guys by running a tabletop for my friend Greg Reynolds' Extra Life.
Oh, for Greg. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
he's on the list.
Rob.
He's cool.
I'm going to be running a game for his Extra Life game, and that they may also be doing some Nazi punching and dino raiding.
Is he playing? Is V gonna play?
Yes.
No, I love it.
Really, it's
so adorable.
it's kind of a toss up for them between Savage Worlds and Ghostbusters right now. They're like kind of arguing.
How can they? Well, I mean, Ghostbusters V. Like,
well, I know. That was the thing. Was I like she kind of. V is really involved in the local Ghostbusters community, so I was like, well, we're playing to your strength, and she's like, yeah, but I kind of want to punch Nazis, and I'm like, good for you.
In all seriousness regarding punching Nazis, keep your wrist straight. You don't want to get you hurt.
Yeah.
I'm on the
outside.
I like how everyone is like,
We're all like, yeah.
Tips and tricks.
Also, if you push it from your core, you'll punch better.
Twist
If
into
you
it.
Watch any Bruce Lee
More
movie,
torque.
you'll know that.
right. So
but use this part of the head.
we've
But
got all
really,
that stuff
really
coming,
fancy.
and then hopefully after Gamehole Con, we'll start announcing our shows for 2020. We've got some great stuff lined up. We've got to kind of arm wrestle about a couple of open spots. But we're very excited to continue our mission of bringing
Not against you.
Yeah, I was about to say.
all of the tabletop RPGs that we love to you, so that you can experience them and play them and have fun, and hopefully take them to your table and do the same. Like that's the mission statement here. Is we want to because we love all of these other games, we want to show them to you so that you love them too. Because there's a big, beautiful world out there, and we hope that
Is
you
anybody
experience it.
listening anymore?
Nope, I don't think so. So I think before. Wait. Okay.
Place your bets.
I put a book
There's
on
currently an
Tony's
arm wrestling-
There's
iPad.
currently an arm wrestling match. I feel like we need to cut the camera before.
Go over the top.
Before some
Go over the
It's
top.
like a switch.
I already turned the hat around. It's cool.
Forgot to drink Velveleen.
All right, folks. For
Orange Crush.
Theater of the Mind players, we've got
Tony Cheek.
Jordan Fishburne.
Jenny Higgins.
Sarah, babe.
Ethan Eichstedt Anderson.
Tony P. Thompson.
and as always, the lovely and talented Lord of the Board.
Dragon Angel Brand Davis.
And I'm Rob Whelan saying, just repeat to yourself. It's like a switch. Good night, everybody.